All right, my people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. It's nice to be back again. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? So we have a debate today, another Friday, where we are going to do this together with our lovely brothers. So we are going to have a couple of them today that's going to join us on this debate. We already have one of our brother on the backstage, which I can already see him right now. So how you guys doing? Help us to share. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yes. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, another day. Okay, we're going to talk about the state of our country. We have a lot to talk about today. Let me bring our brother in first. I can see him behind the scene. Hello, good evening to you, my brother.
Good evening to all of us. I greet you all.
Thank you very much. Please, can you introduce yourself to Najawa's family, please?
Well, my name is Leftist Opoligbe Itoya Lucky.
Okay, Mr. Itoya Leftist. Okay.
Yes.
It's really nice to have you here today. Thank you very much for choosing to join us today. Okay. Right. As you know, it's your first time joining us. Today we have a debate where we're going to talk about a series of things that is affecting you and I in Nigeria. All right. So we have another of our brother here, which I'm going to bring live right now. Hello. Good evening to you, Mr. Sonny. Can you hear me?
Yes, good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Yeah, good evening, my brother. Good evening to you. How are you doing today?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very clear. How are you doing today? Mr. Sonny, I think
Yeah,
your
I'm very
network.
fine. I'm doing well. Thanks.
Okay, I can hear you now
I'm
better.
great.
Okay, good. Thank you very much for joining us.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I said I'm fine. I'm doing good. Thank you very much. And you?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm great. Good to have you here. Thank you. All right. We are going to be talking about a series of things today, but before we start, yes, we have our brother, Mr. Stephen Riamato. To be honest, I never thought he can join us today because he's in Nigeria due to his constant network. Whenever he's back in Nigeria, his network never ever good. Mr. Stephen Riamato, good to have you, my brother. Turn down your system.
I greet you now.
Good to have you here. How you doing?
Adeo, the place not easy. I see desperate and now they go house.
Okay. Maybe this is the reason why your network
It's better now.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's better. Thank you very much. I think I need to put the link. I forgot to put the link on the comment section. Let me see if I can do that now. Just give me 1 minute in case anyone wants to join us later on. Just give me 1 minute, my people. I just want to quickly copy this link. Wow, we have more people joining us today. Today, Bio. Oh my God. A lot of people today. All right. I've just put the link right there on the comment section in case anyone wants to. 1 minute. 1 minute, my people. Just give me 1 minute. 1 minute. We are going to be ready in the next 1 minute. Just want to sort out. All right. Just want to sort out. Okay. We are back now. Good evening, good evening to every one of you. We have Tafik. Oh, Tafik is joining us as well. Tafik, what's up, my brother?
Ross, I agree the house.
Wow. Good to have you. Wow, today we'll get a studio. This one where everybody pack on my so and we get leftist Itoya. He join us today. Blast the debate. And wow. Okay, we have Hakim who just joined us now as well. Mr. Hakim, can you hear me? Mr. Hakim.
Yeah, bros.
How you doing, my brother?
I greet you, bros. I greet the house.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm just waiting to hear from Mr. Hakim. Mr. Hakim, can you hear me? Okay, Mr. Hakim, you're not there. Okay. I guess we're gonna have him soon. We need more people though, but still. All right, my people, please mute yourself. Whenever you want to speak, you can unmute yourself. At the moment, I bet make I mute you now. Okay, let me. Okay, Mr. Stephen Ramato, my brother, I want you to start with us. How are you doing? Mr. Stephen Ramato, can you hear me? Mr. Ramato. Okay, Mr. Ramato, don't go far. Okay, let me mute him as well. I know we're going to have one or two. Okay, we are going to talk about a series of things today. One, we'll be talking about the state in general, the state of Nigeria. We're going to be talking about Nnamdi Kanu. As you all know, that yesterday was his hearing. We're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about, of course, our states, Governor Obaseki. We are going to talk about other governor as well, which is Anambra State Governor, Governor Obiano, who signs anti-open grazing law, a bill into law today. I think that is why we'll be going back to Governor Obaseki, because obviously is one of the things that we all are expecting him to do for us as soon as possible. Right. I want everybody. Okay, we have four of us right here now. Mr. Sonny, can you hear me? Mr. Sonny? Okay, we are having...
Yes, I can hear you clear and loudly.
Okay, what about Mr. Akin? Can you hear me? Okay. All right, people, before that, I would like us to start with Edo State first before we move on. Okay, I would like us to start with Edo State. I want you guys to tell me what you think about after I read this for you all. Okay, I'm gonna be reading this, then we take it from here. Let's do this together. 1 minute, my people. Now you give me. All right. Before we start, I would like to read. As you all know, on the screen right there, that is the governor of Anambra State, right? Governor Obiano, who signs anti-open grazing bill into law today. All right, I'm going to read, then we take it from there. All right, that's him there. Okay, we take it from here. The governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, has signed the anti-open grazing bill into law, joining his counterpart in the southern states, who had anonymously agreed to outlaw the practice. Obiano assented to the cattle and other livestock open grazing prohibition and ranches establishment bill of Anambra State on Friday at the governor's lodge in Akwa. He thanked the state of House of Assembly for speeding up the passing of the bill, saying that the establishment of the law will hopefully enable arrangement of peace. Obiano also directed the law enforcement agencies to enforce the law with immediate effect, stating, and I quote, his speech, "Now that we have a law banning open grazing, the law enforcement agents have been directed to implement it with immediate effect." Right. My people, before we move to Nnamdi Kanu, talk about Dele Momodu, talk about Buhari and all that, I would like us to respond to this. I don't know who is hearing me amongst you guys, but we lost Mr. Ramato already. So I'm going to start with leftist Itoya. Leftist, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, sir. Yes, I can hear you now very
Yes,
clear.
yes. On the matter of open grazing, I really
Yeah.
appreciate the governor of Anambra State, Willis Obiano, for enforcing the agreement reached by the South government. I think he had done something very, very commendable. If the people want open grazing to be prohibited because of the occurrences of threats, kidnapped, killings in their forests, I think the governor should obey as a servant of the people who own it to protect the life of the people and property. I want to actually commend Governor Obiano of Anambra State for passing on the anti-open grazing bill. I think is commendable. Now, coming back to Edo State.
Yeah.
Open grazing, when I was growing up, we had this open grazing, yes, because the population then wasn't too much and we had a lot of forest. And even then, it was actually causing little problem, but then not too much. Then we usually call some of them Gabayun.
You have some leftist, you have some background noise.
Yes, I'm really on the family dinner, but I'm trying to manage. Yes, I'm trying to manage. That's the background noise. I'm in the dinner, right?
Okay. We are sorry about that. All right.
No problem.
Round up so we can move to someone else so that you can quickly eat your food.
So what I am saying, the era of open grazing is gone. It's like telling us to go back to old stone age where we use stone to catch fire, to make fire. We have overgrown that stage. And look at the risk they are even causing our people. Coming together is not a problem, but when you start to affect the people, the community hosting you, it becomes a problem. If they were not kidnapping, fighting, destroying our product, raping our people, and killing us, I don't think this issue of open grazing would have come up. The open of the issue came up due to the nefarious activities of these same people. We've been living together for a very long time without too much blemishes. But when they started to prevent all this kind of irregularities, that is when the people called for ban to it. And again, open grazing is very archaic. We cannot start by going back to where we started from. The world is progressing. There's nowhere in the world today you see cow on the street. Nowhere in the world. Our leaders travel around the world. Is there any way they see cow in the street of any country? No. Is there any country that will force private business into other community? No. Open business is a personal and private business. So passing the anti-open grazing, I think Edo State government should quickly, as a matter of fact, think about it to save the life of our people. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We'll get back to you again. Thank you very much for your time. And that one is, let me mute him now.
On a tellement mangé que
Right.
tu transpires à noir.
Okay, that's leftist right there. He's just joining his family in order to eat better chicken, rice, and stew, I guess. And
Yes,
some of us the other day, we not see chicken. Mr. Tafik, I'm coming back to you now. How you doing, my brother?
boss.
Once again,
I'm fine, boss. I'm fine. I greet you, bros.
Good to have you here for the first time. I appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you, boss.
Now we are going to stretch on what leftists just said on open grazing. As you know that the governor of Edo State, Governor Obaseki, which I know that you are one of the people who actually financially and every other means supported him to come back second term. Okay. To be honest, when we are talking about stuff like this, I'm very happy to have people like you on board. My brother, what is your take, on this? Because Governor Obaseki is not signing the anti-open grazing law. What can you say about this?
Yeah, thank you. I greet everybody in the house. Boss, I respect you. Thank you so much. Like you said, I am Obaseki number 15. I love that man so much. Yeah. But the problem here in this situation is too slow. I know he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's too slow. He shouldn't just wait because, like what we heard, I don't know. I wasn't there. It was the one that even raised the motion when they were in the South leaders meeting, and I am so disappointed right now that he is the one that is even the last person to do what he's supposed to do. Edo people are not happy. If you put the interest of the Edo people first, you have to do it as soon as possible because we have seen series of killings in the farm. We are not happy. Me myself have a farm. I won't be happy tomorrow. Maybe those my guys that are taking care of the farm telling me, oh, something happened in the farm, all the cross is not there. I'm not going to be happy because millions of nairas has been damaged there. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's going to be happy. I am not happy to the situation that is going on, or whatever he's doing is a little bit too slow. But I still believe in him. I still so much believe in that man. He's a man of slow and steady, but sometimes, not the way we think it to be. There are a lot of footsteps you have to step on because there are things that cannot be.
Okay, Mr. Taffy, when you talk about there are some few steps he's supposed to step on, to me, it's obvious that the Edo State governor is protecting selected few over everybody in Edo State. What can you say about that?
Yeah, you're not really far from the truth, but the truth is you have to do what you have to do because you're not coming back. Build your reputation. Let people talk about you by the time you leave the office, so that we can always say, oh, this is what Obaseki did. And let people see the truth. We want the same energy. That I keep saying it. The same energy he used to campaign. He was fearless. He didn't give a. He didn't give a. I don't want to use the F word to anybody. You understand? Right. He did it.
Mr. Taffy, thank you. We are going to come back to you again.
Thank you.
Let me see if we can unmute you right now. Let me see if we can talk to Akim. Are you there? Can you hear me at all?
Can hear you, brother.
Mr. Akim, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you doing? How's everyone in the house tonight?
Everyone is good. Everyone is good right here. It's only you. We'll be worried about you because we'll be saying hello, Akim. Hello, Akim. You were not responding.
Oh, sorry. I might be like maybe my speaker or something wasn't working. I don't know, but I didn't hear it.
Okay, my brother. Good to have you back again for the second time. I appreciate you, and you know that. Now, my brother.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. Now, my brother, the governor of Anambra State, Obiano, have signed the anti-open grazing law. What is happening with our governor? I know you are one of the supporter of Governor Obaseki. Talk to us.
Yeah, you're very correct. I'm a big fan of Governor Obaseki. Before I start, I just want to say good evening to everybody in the house, and it's nice to be in your presence this evening. I really appreciate it. Regarding the anti-open grazing bill, the way I see it, or what I think the governor is trying to do, is trying to be clever in half. So there's money on the table.
Hold on, Mr. Hakeem. Engineer Ken, is that you?
Yes, this is Smith. How are you?
I'm good, my brother. Thank you very much for joining us all the way from USA. Thank you, Engineer Ken, for the first time.
Good to see you, man.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Thank you guys, man, for sacrificing your time for the growth of our state. Thank you guys.
Thank you,
Yes,
Engineer. I'm
yes,
going to
yes,
mute you
yes.
for a minute. We have our brother,
All right.
Mr. Akim, that is talking to us right now, okay?
Okay, okay, no problem.
Mr. Akim, go ahead.
Yeah, so as I was saying, there's money on the table when it comes to this anti-open. When it comes to the creating ranches in states.
Yeah.
If you remember, there's a policy from the federal government whereby states can tap into some financial resources. And I think as an economist, which the governor is trying to make himself available or make those resources available to the state before he move ahead with signing any bill. So he doesn't want to do he doesn't want to do anything ahead that would jeopardize him having access to those funds. And we're talking over.
That means you believe that he will do it, right?
Oh, definitely. He said it already. He said, look, even when he went to the president, he said sometimes people do not watch or even listen to the man. He said it when he went to visit the president. He said the people have rejected open grazing. He said it when he was there, even at the villa. He said the people have rejected open grazing. He said it cannot continue the way it used to be. He said, so we have to do it differently. And he even specifically said that cattle business is a private business. And people who want to go into cattle business have to acquire or buy their own lands. He said, so they need those financial resources to be able to support or assist people who want to go into cattle ranching. My own problem when it comes to this cattle business is like we just take this thing. My biggest problem with it is that we've taken it to be a Fulani matter. There are cattle railers all over the world. They are not Fulani people. Why are our people not coming out to say, listen, I want to do this business and I want to do it the right way. Let us own it in the south. Let us become one of those people who rear cows. It's not the Fulanis are not born to be cow rearers. They just happen that they do it.
All right.
You know why our people not keen into this? I don't know why.
All right, Mr. Akim, don't forget this is a debate. A lot of people will counter you today, okay?
Oh yeah. I'm open to any counter. It's no problem. Listen, it's a fair game. You know, when you support a position, it's nice. Okay for people to disagree and people to agree in different ways in it. So
you are right. Thank you, Mr. Akim. I'm gonna pause you for a minute, okay?
Yeah, that's all right. Thank you very much, brother.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Sonny, are you there with me?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Oh, good evening to you once again, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm good, I thank you. Good evening to everyone in the house.
Thank you, my brother. Now, we are talking about the open grazing law, which I just put on the screen not long about the governor of Anambra State, who have just signed it, which now drawn our attention back again to Edo State government. What's your take on this?
Yeah.
I believe you must have listened to some of our participants here. So what can you say about this?
Yes, for me, I just have to take on this issue because after the second term of Obaseki, we all have seen his body language. He's been acting like he does not have anything to lose. He's not coming to ask for anything anymore. You understand me? And I think open grazing is just kind of a way to give us something to talk about. It's like a distraction, you know, from the main issue. So that if you have signed open grazing, maybe today we'll be asking for more. So just say, let them talk about that, and so that he have time to buy time. He's buying time, you know. What does it take for us to grow cattle, you know? It's a question of mobilizing your people. A good leader will always mobilize his or her people to do something. You understand? Because the other day you brought the Fulani cattle rearer to your town hall meeting. I knew a lot of farmers that can't go to farm again, but I didn't see any of them there. So Obaseki is trying to play politics for one. Two, maybe he's eyeing for a higher position, so he does not want to offend the Northerners. So he's taking things cool with them. So I think he's trying to play politics, he's trying to play game, and as a leader, that body language, like the last speaker said, that's enthusiasm we saw in Obaseki during election. We don't see him anymore. When people complain, when people complain about Obaseki don't carry them along, nobody wants to, but it's not everybody that wants money from Obaseki, but they want to see him. They want to see Obaseki. I've not seen him in any local businesses going there to ask, what are your businesses needing? What are you people feeling? You don't feel him. People don't feel Obaseki. So whether you sign it now or not, but the way you communicate to people matters a lot. You don't wait for people to cry. They want to cry blood before you now went to do selected town hall meeting. So he's trying to be politically correct and he's trying to play politics. He's trying to buy time. I don't know where this will lead us to anyway.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother, Mr. Sonny, right there. Before I will allow our brother, Engineer Ken, to talk to us right now, let me acknowledge our family here on the comment section. You know, I can see Mommy, the Aspera mother of all. She's here with us already. Good evening to every one of you. Israel, Asemuta, supposed to be joining us, but he's very busy. So, Patricia Enofe, good evening to you. Good evening to every one of you. Can see Eze God's will. Can see Rita Adams, Vivian De Rose. Can see you guys right here. Diaspora Vibes. I can see you right there. Jerry, thank you very much. Father Evangelist, I can see you right there. Good evening. Good evening. Moses Araba, I see you. Ephraim Catfish Farm. Oh, we thought you are going to join us today. Okay. Good to have you on the comment section anyway. Edgar Nice says, Zua, I see you right there. Collins, thank you very much. Freedom, Victory, thank you for joining us. Henry, thank you very much for joining us. Isdre, I see you. And Gobadia, I see you right there. I see, in fact, that's why I don't make sure your name could not verse. Could not too plenty. Right. Let's go to Engineer Ken. Engineer Ken, can you hear me, my brother? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me too?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Thank you very much
Yes,
once again,
sorry,
Engineer Ken.
the noise. I'm driving. That's why.
That's fine. It's good. It's good. We can take that. Now,
All right.
I guess you heard our brothers talking about the open grazing, particularly in Edo State. What's your take? What can you say right now? Because you see the Anambra governor have signed it today, but we are still waiting for our own governor to do the same. What's your take on this?
That they should have an open grazing or a closed one. They should have an open grazing or a closed one.
No, it should sign the anti-open grazing law so that we don't have these people on the streets anymore.
On the streets anymore, okay. The take is this. This Fulani cattle rears, they have been eating from us for a very long time, over 50 decades. You know, in the abroad that you and I live, there are so many cattle here that we can't even count. But you don't see them in the streets. Everybody has their land. No, they have their land that they bought from the state or the federal or from individuals. And they buy their feed to feed those cows. You know, it has to be an open grazing for God's sake. Obaseki doesn't need God to come down from heaven.
Mr. Alex, mute yourself. Go ahead. Mr. Alex is with us here. Mr. Alex, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us. I want to mute you for a minute. Please don't unmute yourself again. Okay, please.
Okay, all right.
All right, go ahead, Engineer Ken. Thank you. Sorry for that.
Okay. Yes, Obaseki doesn't need a soothsayer to tell him to sign those things or not. You understand? These people, they are getting everything for free. That is why the Fulani people are claiming Nigeria belongs to them. You understand me? So they go to our forest, eat our yams, eat our crops, eat our everything, even kill our mothers, kill our sisters, rape them. Obaseki cannot tell me that he doesn't watch them in ITV, in Channel News, in NTA, in EBS, even in local media. Obaseki is a computer wizard. He spent more time in the internet. I don't even think he has time to sleep with his wife. For crying out loud. That he cheat on his wife with the computer every day. And I know for sure that he's listening to me right now. And he'll be laughing about it. Do you understand? There's a guy that came from London. There's a guy that came from London about 4 years ago. This guy took a loan over 80,000 pounds to invest in farming. The Fulani X-Men came there, they ate all his crops. This guy cried to governors so many times. The Obaseki did not do nothing for him. Nobody was brought to book. That was how this man bankrupt and moved back to London to start life afresh again. This man is not a kid. This man is right on his 60s. You know, how long can we be facing this kind of thing? This thing right now is too small to debate about. Too small. Too small. You know, these people, my brother, the truth has to be told. And politicians have hands in all this cattle business. 80% of those cattle belongs to them. The Fulani herdsmen are their guardians. They help them to work those cattle. They don't want to spend no money. Those guys, I remember when I went to Kala Market to buy a cow, and outside man asked me to pay for the land, my land. That day, my brother, it was a tug of war. I opened my car and brought out my gun. Everybody ran away. My land, I should pay for my land. In a go. Oh, yes, oh, you don't pataki. I should pay for my land, buy car from you. I also pay for my land. He was telling me that that's the way they do it. My brother, heaven came down that day. Everybody went. You know? So these people, this is what they have been doing. They are making caricatures with our lives. Wow. You know, Obaseki is using a delay mechanism. The first tenor was Godfather's problem. Now we are now in the second tenor. The first 1 year, nobody in the cabinet. He used those money to revive himself for the money that he spent in buying his tickets from PDP. Right now, as the grazing came in, he's now using that one again to subsidize another couple of months or years. At the end, the tenor will be out. You know, Obaseki, please, you are bigger than this. You are bigger than this. This is how you have to let this thing play. Anyone that wants to sell cow in Benin, let them go and buy land. Any cow you see walking the street, let it become a state government property. Seize it. If you want to sell your cow, buy a land. If you want to feed your cow, buy feeding. People have poultry. People have pig farm. What they do, they go out there, they buy feed to feed their birds. They buy feed to feed their fishes. They buy beef. They buy feed to feed their pigs. You don't see their pigs in our classrooms, in our feed, in our houses, disturbing everywhere. You don't see it like that. So why can't cows? Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna pause you right there because of time.
Yeah.
Now we have Mr. Alex in the building. Mr. Alex, can you hear me right now? Alex? Alex is nowhere to be found. All right, before we have Mr. Alex back again, I would like us to watch this short video. Then we'll take it from. There's somebody continuously. Let me talk to this person. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Hello. 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 This person have called me more than 50 missed calls. Now I picked and he's not talking. All right, let's listen to this video, guys.
My head did boil. There's too much disrespect in this country. Honestly, too much see finish. You know that time where we they grow, when they say person don't see you finish. They know they fear face. Imagine, there's so much arrogance that some people think that they are more Nigerians than other Nigerians. And it is time for us to sit down and have this thing tabled out. Honestly, it is time for us all to come out and have this thing tabled out, because I cannot imagine the kind of disrespect that is being given in this country. Imagine the Attorney General of this country, of the Federation, Malemi, that ordinarily, on the basis of competence, he will be number 0 in trying to be in the position of Attorney General of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, coming out to say the kind of nonsense he said yesterday. The arrogance, the impunity with which they feel that the southern governors do not have a right to declare certain things in their own states, but northern governors have a right. What? In this Nigeria? Grace. In short, if the Nigeria we need to scatter am, rebuild am, may we scatter and rebuild am. If not to scatter, may everybody find a level. May we scatter, may everybody find a level. Because as it be like this, so they know they fear face. We dey. Now you they bring food to the table. Now you they see finish. No. That kind of disrespect. How you want to be? How is that kind of disrespect supposed to be? On a national TV, he was talking about the fact that the southern governors do not have a right to stop open grazing. The southern governors did not destroy cows. The southern governors did not burn people's cattle, did not burn down ranches or say that, oh, from now on, you no longer do open grazing. They carry all your cows and slaughter them. The southern governors did not do that. Meanwhile, the northern governors are busy destroying people's businesses, destroying alcohol, taking it from people and going out to burn them, to destroy them. I'm a Muslim. I do not drink alcohol.
My question will be coming to you, leftists. You know, immediately we finish this, my question will be coming to you, okay?
I have never taken alcohol. And by the grace of God, inshallah, I will never take alcohol. I do not do business of alcohol. I do not do business with people who do alcohol in terms of I don't buy or I don't sell this. No. It's not. I do distribution. I don't distribute anything alcoholic. Because why? My religion forbids it. But that my religion forbids it does not mean that another person's religion forbids it. In Surah Al-Kafirun, where God is saying to all of us, say, do your own thing. Your own religion is not my own religion. I will not follow that of your religion. You will not follow that of my religion. My injunction is not your injunction. Neither is your injunction my injunction. It's as simple as that. So if the northern governors have a right in their respective states to have a security outfit that will come out and burn millions and millions and millions and millions worth of businesses, and the Attorney General of the Federation have never said anything about it. And I'm so angry at Shehu that yesterday. Watching it, I was so mad. He couldn't bring that to him. These people will come on TV and they will air their nonsense with such arrogance without the journalists coming after them.
Okay. Leftists, can you hear me, sir? Okay. I guess you watched that video with me, right?
Of course, I have seen that video before. Okay. I know the video, so I saw it.
All right. Please talk to us, sir.
Yes, you see, she just vented the truth, and she just said the truth. The problem we're having, I don't want to believe that we are all one Nigeria, because from the body language of our president and from the body language of most of our ministers, from the body language of the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, I don't think they want us to be together. Because actually, if they want us to be together, okay, let me digress a little. Today, today, I read Abubakar Malami just said that Nnamdi Kanu took advantage, hijacked the EndSARS project, EndSARS protest. How could he ever thought of that? Was Nnamdi Kanu the organizer of EndSARS? They are just looking for fault, give a dog a big name to hang it.
Yeah.
Did not actually know what they are doing. That's where I'm blaming our governor. You don't play politics with people's life. You don't run to Abuja among the South governor that had a meeting and agreed on anti-open grazing. You don't alone became a betrayer, running to Abuja to collect money and call yourself an economics. That is wrong. You don't need touch money. And you from the body language of the president, we already know that they are trying to implement what? Ruga. By the time you collect that money, they ask you to give land. Whose land are you giving? They want the northern people to settle. This is what Benue is suffering today. They have war there because they allow these people to settle down. At the end of the over a long period, they want to collect your land. They want to. I think this is general. What they call it in the. They're trying to make sure they take over Africa. I mean Nigeria and other parts of the country. It is clear. They are not even hiding it. From they say it. They call themselves first-hand citizen. I don't know where some group of people are first-hand citizens in Nigeria. In my own country, I am not second-hand citizen. They say they are number one citizen. And coming to qualification, the people they are calling themselves first-hand citizen, we don't enter university with the same mark. They will tell me to have 200 and plus, and they will give them 40 to study the same course I'm studying. How do you expect them to be good? How do you expect them to be proficient? And they are the one holding all the appointments. They are the ministers, they are everything. I think there's a big problem. And Obaseki shouldn't betray us. He's betraying us. Yes, he's betraying us.
All right.
This is
All right.
not what
Thank
he
you very
asked him to do for us.
We have somebody on the phone here. Hello to you. Good evening to you. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello. You need to speak louder. I can't hear you. Okay, yes. Go ahead. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Christopher. I'm calling from Dublin, Ireland.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Christopher. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for picking my call, and I just want to thank you for a very nice job that you are doing.
Thank you.
Well, what I want to say is very short and precise. It is high time we in Edo State realize that the present government in Edo State is not after the upliftment of Edo State any longer.
Okay.
Obaseki is merely concerned about his self-sustenance after 2024. It is how he's going to survive. That's what he's all concerned about now. Because if you look at all his policies, none of them is geared towards the upliftment of anybody in the state. He's just thinking about himself, and himself alone. Imagine the South governors, the whole meeting, Obaseki is not there. Every other governors, even in the Southeast, they are all signing anti-grazing law. But what Obaseki is doing is just doing the complete opposite. So the point I'm trying to make is that the earlier all of us wake up and realize that Obaseki is not for Edo State. He's for himself alone. I think the better for us. I know a lot of people, especially we in the diaspora, we supported him. We gave him all we can so that he can succeed. But it's very clear that Obaseki has a completely different agenda. If I would just draw your mind back, I remember when the issue of the artifact came in.
Yeah.
You particularly was speaking in favor of Obaseki. That everybody should take it down. If he comes back, he was going to address us.
Till
My
now.
brother Obaseki came and he never said a word about that issue.
Exactly. Till now.
Imagine what you did. I watched that program. Imagine how you tried to calm everybody down on this Niger Watch. You spoke for Obaseki, you spoke for him, and you spoke for him again. And this man came back, he didn't do anything to even address the concerns of Edo people. So that's just what it's just one of the examples that diasporans have been doing. So
thank you very much, my brother. You can still call back later on, depend on how the program goes. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your good work. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, I'm gonna go back to sorry guys. I guess we have two Obaseki supporters here. Mr. Hakim, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
Okay, now what can you respond to this?
Like I said before, situations like this, people, it depends. It depends on where you stand, and I think a lot of people tend to bring emotion, a lot of emotion into it, into such discussions. For me, I don't really see it that way, and the man is going to sign it, and people just keep saying, "Oh, the whole of South, the whole of South." The Imo State governor hasn't signed it. Even the man came out openly against anti-open grazing law. He said there's nothing like anti-open grazing law. The Imo State hasn't signed it. He's not even planning to sign it.
Okay.
Right. But Governor Obaseki has come out and said yes, the Edo State will sign the law will pass the law. He hasn't come out to say, oh no, we're not going to sign anti-open grazing. He hasn't come out against it. I don't know why people are just having this reaction. I understand that people's lives depend on it. I understand that it has caused a lot of security challenges.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank
But the man has not come out. He hasn't come out to say I'm not going to sign it. He hasn't come out to say, oh, I don't support it. He has not come out against it. This is why I don't understand. Why are people just being emotional about the whole thing? He hasn't come out publicly to say, guys, I'm not supporting anti-open grazing law. I'm not going to sign it. Then if he comes in that position, even myself, I'll be against him. Even myself, I'll be against him.
I'm gonna try not to participate today. I'm gonna let every one of you say it because we have a lot of callers. We have a lot of questions on the comment section, and we have lots of you here. Mr. Alex just joined us again now. Mr. Alex, can you hear me?
Very well, I can hear you. Can I come in, sir? Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
I can hear you very well.
Okay, go ahead. There's some background noise there, but go ahead.
Okay, just hold on. Let me turn off the fan, please. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, it's better. It's better.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I am talking from the comfort of my home today. The signal is very good, and I'm sorry I came late. I was stuck in traffic. It was raining, so I'm sorry. I'm happy.
Okay, that's fine, but you need to be close to your speaker because it looks like you're talking from.
I am very close. I'm very close. Okay, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you, but there's that noise coming out from the background. I don't know where that's coming from.
Is it better now?
Yes, now it's better.
Okay. I'm happy to join you, fine people. I was with you. I went to quickly take my shower. I just got home after a very long day. It almost escaped me. I'm supposed to be joining this debate. Israel called me. Thanks to Israel. So I had to join
now,
you guys.
Mr. Alex, as you know, or rather, I put that on the screen. The Anambra State Governor Obiano have just signed the anti-open grazing bill. Okay, and now we'll be deliberating on that. I don't want us to stretch too much on Edo State, but we'll be moving out soon to Nigeria in general. But now, what's your take? Governor Obaseki is not responding to anybody. Governor Obaseki have not signed this anti-grazing law yet, and other governors are already doing it. But although we still have one or two that have not done it. But what's your take, Mr. Alice? Go ahead.
My take is that for me, the biggest scam I've experienced in my life is this present government Obaseki. I'm going somewhere. You know, I gave you my vote. I defended my vote. I brought out my grandfather to vote. I campaigned for you. I've never done it before because you were rushing to tie a few roads around. I was thinking the Messiah has come, and you were engaging me, asking questions online, talking to me face to face. Not even the personal assistant was sent. I was thinking, yes, we got somebody who's going to listen to us and talk to them about what we really need. Pensioners were happy. You were just pulling all these stunts, and everybody fell for you. Now you've won. You've stood all the odds. You won all the court cases. You know, and now you feel too big. You are not too busy. You are now quiet. You are now incommunicado. Even if you are not signing the bill into law, there is what we call charisma, a style of leadership, engaging people. Is it not just because of the pressure he came out to be organizing an emergency, pressure-driven town hall meeting? For me, he knows what he's doing. He does not want to sign it because he doesn't want to step on toes, and that is not a mark of a good leader. With respect to the last guy that was talking, it's easy to talk. When you hear that someone died, because it's not your relative, it's very easy to jump at the defense of those who have not done the right thing. Death is very, is very funny when it's not your person, it's not your close friend, it's not your family, it's not your sister that has been raped in the farm, it's not your brother that has been kidnapped and killed along the road. You are just, you're just hearing it. For you, it's just like a story, a fairy tale. If it happens to you, if it happens to someone around you, someone close to you, then you will know that this guy did not need any town hall meeting. He didn't start today. You don't need to consult anybody. The lives of 4.5 million people are at risk. People cannot farm anymore. Guys, ladies, citizens can't travel on our roads anymore. What about that? Does that mean anything to you? Is it time to fit drag? Is it time is it really time for meeting?
Okay. Hold on.
The number one duty of every leader is okay.
Hold on, Alex.
Can I come in, please?
Who is that?
Akim, can I respond, please?
Okay, Akim, go ahead. Of course, go ahead.
I just want to quickly counter what he said. Like signing a bill.
But I'm not done. I'm not done.
Yeah, I just want to quickly clarify a position.
But I'm not done, Mr. Niger.
Yeah,
okay,
you will continue with your
okay, 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not done, sir. It's still my blog. I'm not done. Sir. I'm not done. I'm not done. Please, I thought somebody was asking me a question. I'm not done.
Okay, hold on. Let Alex finish. Okay.
Let him finish.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Alex.
Yes, my brother. When you were taking as a governor, when you were taking that oath to be a governor, you swore to protect the lives and properties of the people in the state. Where is that part of the oath you took? What about all the people that have been kidnapped? Showore, that's a popular person whose brother was kidnapped and killed. And there are a lot of people, no account was given, no responsibility, no government action, nobody was arrested. Inviting those so-called Hausa Fulani people, Hesme, to that meeting, I was thinking they were going to be asked questions, arrested, charged, interrogated, and so on and so forth, and taken away just for questioning. Rather, we were organizing a red carpet reception for them. When people are being killed, okay, what is your moral justification to face me come next year when you're campaigning for a president in your party? How will you face me again? What new story are you coming to tell me? When you cannot protect me, when I cannot travel anymore, when we cannot go to farm anymore.
30 seconds. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead, Mr. Alex. Round up in 30 seconds.
Okay, so what moral justification do you have? What are you not doing there? If it is too much for you, just resign. Throw in the towel like it's done in the Western world. The world is becoming a global world. People resign everywhere. If there are strong people that you cannot step on their toes, resign and explain to us when you get to America or Canada, anywhere you are going, do a press conference and expose them. That is what a responsible, educated person, a technocrat, so to speak.
All right, thank you.
Anyways, I'll just stop there.
We'll come back to you soon. Mr. Hakim, I want you to respond to that before we move to Engineer Ken.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm still here. Thank you very much, my brother. What I was trying to put across is that signing a bill into law does not guarantee that the law will be enforced. They've signed a bill into law that prohibits land grabbing. But I see the fight that you fight when it comes to issue of land grabbing, Mr. Niger Wash, right? They still sell people's land. That one is still going on. Do we not have laws that ban criminal activities in our country? A crime not still there? The fact that it's going to sign the bill into law doesn't mean that the whole thing will be eradicated, or these people still won't be carrying cow around. But the thing is, who are going to enforce these laws when they are signed into law? Who are going to enforce them? People are just saying sign law, sign law, sign law, sign law. And this is the problem we have in Nigeria. You just want to put the cap before the head, or the head before the cap, whichever way you want to do it. We don't have the time to be patient and do things properly. Okay? No, I'll finish, please. I'll finish. right? So when you say, look, I'm not underplaying people that have lost their life. I'm not even in any way saying, oh, it's not happening. No, that's not what I'm saying. We all know what the problems is, but the fact that we just want to be emotional to say, oh, the governor is useless. He doesn't know what he's doing. Everybody cannot sleep and carry their head the same way. The way you do things, don't expect other people to do things that way. Everybody have their own way of doing things. You might not be happy with the way he's doing his own thing.
2 minutes. Two minutes.
Yeah, you might not be happy with the way people might not be happy with the way he's doing things, but that is his own style.
Okay. Sorry.
Alex, hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I was saying, people might not be happy with the way the man is operating, but that is his own way. You know, you might if you want somebody else, you have to wait till the next election that you can elect somebody. That's what democracy is all about. So this one is done and dusted. We have to wait till another one. When is the next election? 2023? 2023. So you have your time, you will vote for somebody else, and then we'll see the difference then.
Thank you, Mr. Hakim. Let's go to Engineer Ken, then we'll come back to Tafik. Engineer Ken, can you hear me, sir? Engineer Ken? Okay, let's go back to Tafik. Engineer Ken is, the network is not aligned that. Mr. Tafik, can you hear me? Mr. Tafik?
Oh, boy.
We can hear you. Can you hear me? Okay, we lost Mr. Tafik right there. Okay, let's go to Mr. Sonny. Mr. Sonny, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, now our two brothers have been, challenging themselves over this open grazing law. What can you say about it?
We have about 18 local governments in Edo State. Apart from Ikbuba, Oka, Ego, and Oredu, every other 15 local governments are more or less rural areas.
Yeah.
I think we can grow our own cattle. You understand? I would have expected Obaseki to visit these villages, encourage these people. If I'm eating red meat, it's not what you will encourage to your people. These Hausa people, the Fulani, they don't eat it the way we eat it. Come to Europe here, Europeans don't consume it. Even your doctors will advise you not to eat red meat. So let me leave that. But the issue is if we want to eat red meat, we should let our money stay with us. Because all of us in this panel, people that are listening, I think a lot of us are bearing the burdens. We send money to home, the whole money we send home, go back to this Hausa Fulani. They cut our dollars, they give us Nigeria money. We still use it and spend it today. Our money don't stay with us. It goes out. So you don't encourage such a thing as a governor. You encourage your people to grow your meat. Eat your meat if you want to eat meat. Enough is enough. If we can't eat red meat, let us leave it because we are not producing it. So I don't encourage this trying to pamper this Hausa Fulani because we want to eat red meat. No, I don't eat it. So for me, the government, if we want to eat red meat, those state people should produce their red meat. So it should send the law and let us produce our meat. Simple.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Tafik, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Okay, go ahead. I guess you're hearing everyone. So what's your take? 2 minutes, please.
My take on this is everybody's a little bit angry because probably what we expected Obaseki to be doing right now, not even this topic, you understand? Because of the strength and the power he put on during the election. Like I keep saying, if he did what he did, if he's doing what he did during campaign, right? I think this could have been a different ballgame. You understand?
But
during
he's not
campaign,
doing it.
He's not doing it.
Okay.
I love Obaseki with all my heart. I am anytime, any day. You understand? And I will keep believing in him because I just believe that he has made a lot of mistakes. He's going to correct a lot of mistakes. You understand?
So when is he going to correct that?
He's doing it now. I assure you guys, he's doing it now. You understand?
Okay.
I've seen a lot of improvement. I know. But like we keep saying, if you want to step on people, to step on their head, let the people be happy. Step on. We don't give a damn about those other little people that is trying to destabilize your government. we the masses, we are crying. We want that state to become what we want it to be. You know, please, sir, if you can hear us, we are all in the same page in this platform. Whether we are against you, whether we are for you, we are all in the same page. Because, like I said, if he used the same energy that he used in campaign doing this, it could have been a different bargain right now. You understand? Is there anything wrong, sir? If you
we are going back to leftists.
Is there anything wrong, sir, if you put everybody in the conference call so we can share ideas together how to move those forward? There's nothing wrong with that, sir. Please, sir, do the needful before it's too late.
Okay. Some people think it's already late, but let's continue to keep our fingers crossed. Okay, let's talk to leftists. Leftists, can you hear me, sir?
C'est reparti.
Okay, 2 minutes, sir. Respond to this, then let's move to Nnamdi Kanu.
Hello, can you hear me? Good.
Yes.
If I have to respond to this, I think the last speaker had just said it all. You cannot say because there was their bill prohibiting criminal as such, because there are bills prohibiting criminal, there are still thieves, there will be no need for us to make law. It is wrong for somebody to say that. How can you make a bill that you cannot enforce? Make the bill. It shows that at the time you catch anybody that goes against it, is a law already. It's an offense. You don't talk like that. You don't talk like that. We are all into this because rain does not fall in only one man's compound though. A lot of people do not pass through the road again. Many are flying. Some are not taking train to go to Abuja. It is affecting every one of us. If Obaseki says he's not feeling the heat, he will feel the heat when he leaves the office. He stepped on toes. He said he's fighting, he fought Godfather, isn't he? Why is he not afraid to fight cow fathers? Yes, if he fought Godfathers, he should not be afraid to fight cow fathers, because he's not making it like a politics. He's trying to use those ones to achieve his own personal aim. It is not true that he doesn't want to step on toes. He has a personal problem. His problem is money. He alone went to Abuja. He went to Abuja to meet Buhari among all the South governors because of the billions involving what they call it. I don't know the infrastructure, what else that name they call it. I think it is wrong. He should pass the anti-grazing bill. That is just the only thing they do people want. Thank you.
Thank you, leftists. I appreciate your time there. Now let's go straight to Nnamdi Kanu. As you all know, that yesterday was another tough day about Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu have become a very, very important person in Nigeria, whether some people accept it or not. You know, yesterday was his hearing, but unfortunately, or rather fortunately, he pleaded not guilty to all charges. So, my people, before we stretch this, we have Israel Asemuta calling us right now. Israel Asemuta, go ahead, talk to us. We are diverting, but go ahead. How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, thank you. I'm doing good. It's just unfortunate today I couldn't join you guys. Good evening, the house. I've been hearing you guys, and today not today. The house is hot.
Yeah.
This is what we want. We want our government to understand that they cannot think we are fools anymore. We are not mumu, as they call it. We are eloquent. We know what we are doing. Exactly. I thank the panel, I thank Mr. Nigeria Watch, and I thank the viewers who are also watching. My take on this.
Yeah. It
is very, very obvious. Majority speaks, you know, they said the majority counts. If you look at all what the panel is saying now, it is actually true. The majority is seeking for this thing to be passed. Well, I also like that my brother, the guy from Ireland, who is also speaking, he's talking based on democracy. But right now, if something like this is happening, it takes urgent, you know, a quick action, because the people are dying. We're talking about lives here. I understand that you are coming from the law. Everything has to be passed. We have to await the law. But when things is going out of hand, people's lives are in danger. I think we should be called. You know what? We live in diaspora. We know what it is. When something like this in the United Kingdom, they call for what we call a Cobra meeting. Immediately, everybody is supposed to be, in the House of Parliament. They have to make sure that things are done very fast. So what we are trying to say is, Mr. Obaseki, we want you to sign this thing. And also, one thing I want to make you guys understand that this thing that is happening, everybody's playing here and there. I'm telling you, don't be carried away, my people. You have to wake up now. Don't be carried away. Look at how many people have died, and we are still trying to say, let's go like this, let's go like this. How long are we going to continue to go? Look at the whole place. Nobody can walk on the street. You cannot even travel by land. It's absolutely absurd. I don't know how to call it. You don't give us our fundamental rights. What do you want us to do? Say, let everybody live there so that we can bring in people that are good.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's talk to Florence Morige. Good evening to you, madam. Talk to us.
Okay. Hello, sir. Yeah. All right. So my contribution is I'm kind of, in a way, in agreement with Hakim on this one, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Now, the governor said that he will not be coerced into signing the Edo anti-grazing law without wide consultations with the people. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, what he's saying is that he wants to be able to speak with stakeholders, which he already did. Okay? And he's saying that he needs to kind of do further digging into why he should sign it. Now, I don't agree with him necessarily because I am always open. I'm very flexible. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is this: after that meeting, he went to Abuja, right, to meet and solicit for money.
Yeah.
Let's backtrack a bit. Now, before a bill will be signed, what modalities, right, has the state put in place to be able to, quote and unquote, get a place for these cows? Because the moment he signs that law, that means any Hausa man that is seen out there, okay, and his cows will be arrested. All right. Now we know that the owners of the cows in our state are our top guys, our fathers, our politicians. They are the ones that own this cow. So that man Obaseki is under a lot of a lot of pressure.
Then why is he not talking?
That is the problem. His problem is communication. He has a communication problem. You understand? And we didn't expect that from him. That's one of the reasons why we supported him. Because we thought as a technocrat, he will have people, a team that will speak for him. All right? More town hall meetings from one local government to the other. Not just that one that he had right there in Benin. No, he has to go across all the local governments in the state. Because the truth of the matter is the people that are mostly affected are the poor people in Oriomo, Iyekogba, and the rest of all the other places. All right, but what he's saying is not really bad. He's saying he wants to have wide consultation. And part of this consultation is going to Aso Rock to solicit for money. If he gets money, right, he's going to bring it back to the state and they're going to build ranches. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm saying, let's help him out here. It's enough to criticisms, throwing stones at him and everything. What can he do? What are the steps we want him to take?
So how do you expect to help someone that you cannot communicate with? Please let us know that.
Well, the truth of the matter is that he has a Facebook page. He does have a couple of people out there. It's just that there is no bridge between. They are just talking. They are saying their own, but they are not communicating.
Then we cannot help him. Yeah.
Well, but he is saying, look, at the end of the day, the buck stops on his table, and he's saying he will not sign it. He wants wider consultation with people. So let us come together and begin to say, okay, this local government, we have 19 local governments. Let's go from one to the other and let's take a vote. How many of them are saying we want you to sign, and how many of them are saying we don't want you to sign? Okay. The government is for the people, of the people, and by the people. At the end of the day, when we're able to have people from all across the local governments, and then we are able to say 17 out of 19 are saying sign the bill, then he has no choice but to sign it.
Thank you. Thank you, madam. God bless you. Please, guys, we'd like to talk to just one person more, then we come back to us again. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you are calling us from?
Hello, good evening, Najawash. much. So please, this program is very interesting. I thank you. I'm calling from Sweden. My name is James. So
thank you, Mr. James.
What I want to say is, I thank you so much since you have been following this guy, our governor, for what you are doing. You are not his enemy, and you are not trying to bring him down. You are trying to wake him up.
Of course.
So understand that people around him are already hungry. Emotionally, they are filled with pain because no one expected this from him. Obaseki, with the town hall meeting, let people not be switching left and right. He has made up his mind that he's not going to sign. And even if we compel Obaseki to sign this, Obaseki will even collude with law enforcement agents not to enforce that law. I tell you, because this guy doesn't have the people of Edo State in his mind any longer. He is not a man that wants to work with anybody. He's not with the traditional leader. He's not with the religious leader. He's not with his party. He's not with the SASA. He's not with the Satan governor. Where does he belong? Is a complete betrayer. That is just the truth of the matter. He doesn't have Edo people. We are central. The Yoruba want to chase these people away. Amoteku is already enforcing the law. Where are they coming? Only that small place. Some part of East, they are already, even in the northern part, northern governors are signing it already. Then the old people will not come to Edo State. He was even defending cow meat. If they invite you in a party, they give you fish, will you eat? You look at the way he was talking. So from the way he addressed, even the people there, they agreed to meet a 2 weeks time. Did he even wait for the traditional leader? He has no respect for rule of law. He has no respect for the traditional council. He doesn't have respect for even his fellow people. That is why he's having problem everywhere. I don't even think he has a respect for his fellow Obaseki family. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
Just to be quiet.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Then we are done with calls. We lost Mr. Alex there. And Mr. Sonny, are you there with me?
Yes, I'm here with you.
Okay, my brother Sonny. Before we move to Nnamdi Kanu, what's your final take on Governor Obaseki not signing the anti-opal grazing law?
Like I said before, Obaseki is buying time. He's just letting us discuss about something. Because for the past 1 year, we've seen his body language. He's not been doing much. And just want to buy time into next year so that we'll start talking about 2024 election. He's a smart guy, so you know what he's
coming back anymore. He's
yes, that is the point, so that we will not focus on the job at hand. If you ask Obaseki in the last 1 year, what has he done? He cannot point out what he has done for you. Only refer to the job he has done before election. So he's very smart. He's just trying to play politics and buy time with it. He knows what he's doing.
He's currently working on the School of Nursing,
My brother, even if Obaseki is working, does not have money, let's see. There are ways. You see, this is why people talk about Oshomole. It's not like Oshomole was displaying money for everybody, but you could see Oshomole on the street. Wants to relate. That is what an average citizen want. They want the governor that will feel their pain. The government that they will touch, they will feel. You don't see Obaseki, that big mality, that I'm too smart. Look, he's not the smartest guy in Edo State. Forget he goes quick and he can calculate number, he works in the bank. Good. I left home when I was 22 years old, I think I've gathered a lot of experience in my life in diaspora. So I don't think he's the smartest guy in Edo State. We don't have manufacturing. What has he done to what one product Obaseki will bring out? You say, since I came, this is Nigeria product that is being exported outside. So our politicians should stop being arrogant with power. We all should come down from that horse and just be normal people like we see here in the diaspora. So Obaseki should come down, leave that his bigmality and flow with the people. That is why people are crying. He's not carrying them along. Even though if he does not sign the B, but there are ways you communicate with people. There are ways you relate with people. People will feel, people will understand you have their heart you have their matter in the heart. So Obaseki is buying time. He's trying to play politics. Even if we want to eat cattle meat, like I said before, my brother, there are ways you encourage your people. They will start growing this meat in their backyard. We have land. These people bring their skeleton cattle meat to Edo State. They feed them with our grass. Then they resell it to us. I mean, are we smart? Does that show we are smart? They are smarter than us. They are doing everything in our eyes and we cannot even say anything. The government is still encouraging us to eat this red meat. It's still encouraging us to, man, if they go, we are not going to die, man. We can produce cow meat. Obaseki should encourage us. We don't even need that money. People in the diaspora have spent a lot of money to invest. Encourage them to come and invest in this area. They will invest in it and this whole matter will die down. That's my take.
All right, let's talk to just one caller right here. Then we'll move on with ourselves. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Thank you very much, sir. My name is Saturday Ilobun.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, Mr. Saturday. Talk to us, sir.
Yes, sir. We have been talking about this issue for a long time. So, but right now, I was just trying to make some food to eat. But I'm speaking from Germany. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
We all want to see our state progress. We also want to support you because your effort is too much.
Thank you, sir.
You see, you do river. So, like Akim, I know that you are a very nice guy. You don't always stop people from speaking. The only thing I just have to say now before I can even eat is that someone like Akim, you can just excuse him to go. And that woman that just spoke now, we know that woman, must be married to an Hausa woman. Sorry, an Hausa man.
Why should I excuse Akim to go, sir?
Yeah, because it's just. I mean, it's making most adolescents our stomach a bit twisted.
No, that's why it is called a debate. Everybody are entitled to anything as long as it's not insult.
I know, but like the other woman now, you see the other woman just now, the way she just came in, and then she'll make the whole story just two words like, we know that, look, I don't want to abuse anybody. So, but
no,
woman,
we don't allow it. Yeah.
And so, but that woman is not an adult woman. You know, like when you are having a program like this, some people, there will be some intruders, some people that will be coming in like
all right. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
But that woman should go to her husband's place in the north and with Obaseki to create that settlement area for them. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. All right, Mr. Israel. Before I go, just hold on. For those of you, fine. Governor Obaseki posted some pictures on his platform 2 days ago, okay, or less than 24 hours ago. All right, I would like to showcase to you all right here. This is some of the pictures on School of Nursing in Edo State. This is it. This is it. And I've previously posted a video of the School of Nursing before. This is it. That's it. You can see that. Yes. All right. So the work is still ongoing. I remember I showcased the video, about 20 minutes video, that was last month about this. So Mr. Israel, talk to us.
From the caller that just spoke just now, I just maybe he can hear me.
Yeah.
There's one thing that says we can come from different communities, but we are all Edo. Everybody, there are some patriots who doesn't support what is going on, and there are some patriots who support it, and there are some patriots who are in the middle and trying to make sure that everybody has one goal. I am going to say to most of them who come into this platform just as a spy, okay? You don't come into a platform just because you are hearing something that is better, that is going to be better for you and I, and you are trying to bring in segregation. This is what they use in dividing Edo State. Today, as I'm speaking to you now, Edo State is divided along party lines because we have used the hatred to preach to different people to believe that this person is wrong and this person is right. This is how they begin to indoctrinate our people with lies and uncertainty. You are trying to make sure that you destabilize them. What have they just said to you that you come into and said you want to segregate them? My people, let me tell you one thing. Unless you begin to understand that you live in a system whereby everybody is equal, wider representation, there's Igbo, there's Igbo in Edo State, there's Afema, there's Edo, there's Asian. Please don't come and indoctrinate us with lies. Everybody has the right to express their opinion, as far as they are not insulting anyone. Don't come and hear and just because you want to make comments.
Thank you.
We don't practice that. That is hate.
Yeah. It is.
Respect the rules and respect whoever is on the panel. You didn't bring them there. They volunteer to come in there. They want to educate us and let them educate us so that we can grow.
Thank you,
Are we not being fooled enough by these politicians? Are you not tired of them? Why can't you elect somebody that is intellectual, that will place the system, enjoying the dividends of democracy right here where you stay? But you don't want the change to come. You still want to take us back to the old system that these people have put us.
Thank you, my brother.
Sorry if our people are still thinking like that.
Okay, just the last call that we are taking right now, and let's move to my guest right here. Thank you, Mr. Israel. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Hello, my brother. Talk to me. Go ahead. Where are you calling us from and your name?
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. You only have 1 minute, please. 1 minute.
Yeah, my name is Musa Abdul. I'm calling you from Dubai.
Oh, my brother from Dubai. Yes. Talk to me.
Yeah. Naja Watch. See, every day I cry for my people and the state people, because what is not good for I is not good for every other pesticide. When I cry for the state people is because I don't have money, but let this governor should stop showcasing school of nurses. Governor Ifa Yuba was a senator when he built that mega hospital in Anambra State. Let the governor of Edo State should start stealing money all the name of AG Dangote Construction Company, who he brought to Edo State, stealing money from Edo State to Dangote. Let him stop that. That man has stole a lot from us. Edo State is finished. Edo State is suffering. Please check. Ask your people, ask your friends, tell them to make proper inquiry for AG Dangote Construction Company in Edo. What is going on? Is using that company to defraud those states? Please, everybody love money. He love money more than every other person. This that is taking Edo money, not his own personal money. We all are okay people, but he should stop stealing Edo money. He's not the first person who steal before. He should know how the people who steal before head up. Somebody like Lucky Benedio should know how he head up. Somebody like this former Delta State Governor James Ibori, should know how they head up. Not this global world that somebody will just come and steal the whole Edo money. He just goes come. If you talk of standing at the grazing view, you should go to Edo North, Akoko Edo, Isako. Those are the people who farm, not Bini. How many people farm in Bini? You should go to other places.
Thank you, my brother. We need to move on. We have people waiting. We need to move on. Thank you. Thank you, my brother.
Please.
Thank you.
Let him stop stealing.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. All right. I come back to my people. Engineer Ken, are you set for me? We lost you for some minutes.
Yes, I've been set. I've been patiently waiting for the call when you will call me.
Thank you, my brother.
I want to pass an advice to Obaseki. Number one, the way I look at that man is greedy, and it's all about money. Obaseki should not involve himself in building a ranch for the cattle rearers in Benin. He should not do that. Obaseki school here in New York. You know how it's been done over here in the Western world. Obaseki is supposed to create an health department in charge of food and cattle in that state. Any cattle coming to Benin, those people will checkmate them before they enter Benin. Then it will give ultimatum to every cattle rearers in Benin, 90 days to go buy their own land, to raise their cattle. They will not enforce the law, create a body to enforce law that after 90 days, every cattle being seen in the street, that cattle will be forfeited to the state government, and those meat will go to the orphanage and to the less privileged children. So that those people doing cattle business, they are making a hell of money. So they can use their money to buy their own land, secure their land, and feed their cows, and start buying start buying leaves, start buying wheat from farmers to feed their cow, so that the farmers will also be making money. Then all those lands that they have, the task force is going to set up, will be checkmating them. Every cow that is being sold they will have a number. It will be controlled. Then they will be paying tax to the state government. That is what he's supposed to do.
Okay.
You
All
know,
right.
that is what he's supposed to do. So that is my advice to him.
Engineer
Thank you,
Ken,
Najawa.
we are switching out of Obaseki for a minute. Now that
Okay.
before I let you go, I want to hear from
Yes.
you. What's your take on the case yesterday on Nnamdi Kanu? As you know, that Nnamdi Kanu refused to accept that he's guilty of all charges. So what can you say about
yes, definitely that is what I was expecting from him. He's going to say that he's not guilty. You know, we all know the kind of taped, voice tape, videotapes all over the world. The kind of mess that he committed. When he started, it was good, chasing after Fulani men in the forest. Then one American started killing his own people. His own people. My brother, this is real. Every Monday in the whole of East, nobody goes to work and no stores is open. If you do go to work, you are dead. You know, the positions in the East, they're all running. Being you APC or PDP, Afghan or whatever, if you are gathered to hold meeting, those boys will come after your life. I believe Nnamdi Kanu should face death penalty. Straight up.
Okay. All right.
So he should face death penalty, or he should go to jail for life, that he will never live to see the sun. You know,
Okay,
if they are fighting for the East to go their own separate way, it's not like that. It's not by killing your own people. If you now end up killing the whole of the Easterners, which people will you now have to governor?
Okay,
You know,
let's
which
hear
people you
from.
now have to governor?
Thank you, Engineer Ken. Thank you.
Yes.
Let's speak to Mr. Sonny. Can you hear me? Mr. Sonny, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, talk to me, my brother.
Yes, I'm there. I'm here.
What's your take on Nnamdi Kanu case right now?
You see, the same way Boko Haram case started, play. When they kill their leader, the whole thing spill off, you know. I think the problem with our politicians are, they don't understand dialogue. In the democratic dispensation, dialogue is very important. You understand? I think the federal government, even Buhari, cannot use force for his children. Never. When you have kids, there are times you dialogue. So if you can dialogue with Boko Haram, I think you should call Nnamdi Kanu, sit him down. What do you want? You know, when you talk to him man on man, one on one, you find out that all these things will die down. Because if they eventually kill Nnamdi Kanu, you see East will turn to something else, like the Borno state we are seeing today. So for me, dialogue is the way out. There's no way else.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. Let's speak to Akim, my brother. Are you there with me?
Yes, brother, I'm here. I'm still here.
Yeah, talk to me, Mr. Akim. What is your take on Nnamdi Kanu?
All right, brother. Before I go to the Nnamdi Kanu situation, I just want to quickly say, you know, in our country, we still have a problem when it comes to women participation in governance and in politics in general. And we have a live show tonight with a lady among us, and we have a man calling to and was asking her to go to her husband in North.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even know her. He don't know her background. He don't know who she's married to. You know, I just want to, on behalf of us men, I just want to apologize to you, madam. Okay, we are not all like that, and I hope you're not discouraged by those kind of utterances. I'll just stop there anyway. Regarding the Nnamdi Kanu matter, I think that is a Nigerian problem, and it's what would you call it? A kind of an autocrat problem we have with President Muhammadu Buhari.
Okay, but do you believe that Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for the right cause?
Yeah, look, whether it's the right cause or not, in democracy, you have the right to protest. You have the right to voice your concerns, just like we are doing now, we are doing when it comes to Edo State. You have the right to self-determination. It is written there in the United Nations Convention articles. Look, if you want to say, we can get up now and say we want Edo State country. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not against the law. You understand? We are not harmed. We're not going to be killing people. We just to say, listen, this is what we want. People agitate. If you go to Scotland, they are agitating to have Scotland as their own country. If you go to Spain, Catalonia, they are agitating to have their own separate country. If you go to Canada, you have agitations over this. This is not even like a Nigerian. It's not even a Nigerian problem. This happens everywhere. But we have a situation where we have governments who are not tolerant to any form of protest. We saw what happened with the NSAS issues. Even just to mark the 1-year anniversary, you see police on the street as if they are going to war. It doesn't make sense. Let the man go. He hasn't done nothing wrong. They're just coming up with all sorts of charges. You have all the big kidnappers who are well known. Their identity are out there in the north, in Kaduna, in Kano, in Zafara. They're all there.
Exactly.
They're still out there. No one has got to arrest them. No, they are not in jail. They kidnap children from school and they get paid a hefty amount of money just to release those children. Who are they? Look, my brother, listen. When it comes to this Nigerian issue, for me, I think a lot of people come and say, "Oh, Edo State Governor Obaseki." Me, I believe our problem is 80% national. Until we address the issue we have nationally, my brother, there's no state in Nigeria that, for me, I would call safe state or an Eldorado. For me, even Lagos, whether it's Port Harcourt, there's no state in Nigeria that I can say meet up to a standard that I've seen outside of Nigeria.
Let's hear from. Thank you, Mr. Hakim. Let's hear from Alex. Alex, are you there with us? Mr. Alex?
I'm here, yeah. Okay, very well, I can hear you.
Okay,
I can hear you.
Now, yes, I can hear you now. Mr. Alex, we are talking about Nnamdi Kanu. As you know that he pleaded not guilty to all charges yesterday. What can you say about this? Do you think that Buhari is using these strategies to silence all the youth in Nigeria? Because what is happening to Nnamdi Kanu now is similar to what is currently happening to Sowore and what is happening to Sunday Igboho. What can you actually say about this?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say, first of all, sir, I stand with Nnamdi Kanu. Please do not believe everything. Don't believe everything you hear from the federal government, from this lying federal government. From this, for me, this is the worst government Nigeria has ever had. This is a cow Fulani government. It's an Islamic government, a government that is not tolerant to criticism. If you talk, they trace you and arrest you. As you can see, I cannot show my face because I know their strategies. So a government that cannot tolerate criticism, a government that don't know what is dialogue, that don't know the principles of democracy, that don't know the meaning of a round table talk. There are better ways of doing things. For God's sake, this guy is not fighting for the whole Nigeria. He's fighting for his people. He may be using the wrong methods, but it doesn't mean it's the wrong. It's a wrong fight. If my own people are being marginalized since 1970, after the Civil War, the same problems that caused the Biafran War are still the same problems we are seeing today. Sectionalism. One part of the country believe they are more Nigerian than everybody. Ojukwu could not tolerate it, and he went into war, and he held Nigeria on stage for almost 3 years. If not the support of Britain and the European Union, Nigeria would have lost that war. And they came up and said there was no victor, no vanquish. Up till now, we have never had a man from the East as a president. We've had, I'm not a tribalistic person, but this guy felt, have you been to some state in the East? They are left out. There's practically nothing going on in some part of the East. Nothing is going on there. So for a man to come out to say, if you don't treat us well, we will go. All you have to do is to ask him, what's your problem? How can we solve it? Not to brand him all sort of names. You kidnapped him without his consent. You went against international law, picked him up, connived with a fellow dictator in Kenya, the Kenyan president who has been there for a long time. He succeeded his father. He turned the state house into a monarchy. Then you allegedly paid him millions of dollars to get this guy. You bundled him to Nigeria. You just think life is like that. Let me tell you, after this tenure, Buhari is going to go to the International Court of Justice. Trust me, we have seen worse leaders, and they were captured. So if you are there wagging tongue for this administration, that nobody can talk in the country, people make fun of Donald Trump. People make fun of this guy in Ghana. Every leader must be tolerant. Even my own younger ones make jokes of me sometimes, insultive joke, and I just smile and walk away. So we are a democracy, not in the military regime where nobody can talk. So every country has rights. It's happening in Spain. It's happening in Canada. It's happening in UK. People have right to say we want to leave. When a marriage is not working, you have right to fight for divorce. That's what he's doing. He may not be doing it in the correct way, like inciting violence, but it doesn't mean the guy is doing the wrong thing. When people are being kidnapped and a country brought out 4 names of people sponsoring Boko Haram, nobody was taken into custody. And you are telling me Nnamdi Kanu to go to jail and not see his son for life? Excuse me, are you a Nigerian? Is that how you talk? Is there blood in your vein? Are you a human being in this country? Excuse me. You don't talk like that. Don't you live in Nigeria? Where are the China loans? You can see the palpable corruption. You can see the suffering of the masses. You can see the joblessness. There is no hope for the poor. The rich are getting richer. The political elite are getting richer. They are stocking money in Swiss bank, and and now dollar is now like a king of currency in our land. My goodness, this government must be brought to justice when they leave power. You will not enjoy immunity forever. For me, I stand with Nnamdi Kanu and I live in Benin. If you want to come and look for me, I'm in Amagba. All right? Thank you.
All right, Alex. Thank you very much. Anybody who want to contribute to that, let me know. Indicate. Okay, we have Tafik. Tafik, go ahead. Talk to us. We are talking about Nnamdi Kanu right now. What's your take on that? We have our brother on the phone, Mr. Israel. Please hold on with me. Go ahead, Mr. Tafik.
Yeah, can you hear me, Nigeria?
Yes, we can hear you very clear.
Okay. All right. What Mr. Alex was saying is really, really saying the truth. I really love the courage and the strength he used. Nnamdi Kanu hasn't really done anything wrong compared to what they have done in the north. Every day there is killing every day. People are making billions, not even millions, billions out of kidnapping. The same Nigeria, we call it the same Nigeria. What has Nnamdi Kanu did? He might make some mistakes, you understand? But most of the things they label against him is totally lie. This is the most corrupt government I've grown up.
In the history of Nigeria.
In the history of Nigeria. Imagine, look at as old as Lai Mohammed. Look at what he was saying. That nobody dies in NSAS protest. Let me tell you, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say this. DJ Swish live like 10 minutes away from me. She live in Brampton. You understand? I would recall that she witnessed everything that happened in NSAS. If Lai Mohammed can come all the way and say those sort of things, what do you expect other government? Imagine, it doesn't make sense. Let it free that man. Let it go and enjoy his freedom. He has done nothing wrong. Saying that they should kill him, they should crucify him. I'm not part of that. He has done nothing wrong compared to what the Northerners have done. Man, he's totally no. You can't even compare that, man. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Please, whoever that want to contribute to that. Okay, we have our brother in the house, Mr. Omoruyi. Talk to me, Mr. Omoruyi. Thank you for joining us on this show. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Niger Watch.
Thank you.
I actually joined thank you, everybody. Thank you, all the members in the house.
So where are you joining us from, Mr. Omoruyi?
I'm calling from the US.
From the US. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, please. I actually joined because of the previous topic, but let me just make a little contribution to this present topic. This one has come up already. Because you could be fighting, there's a way you can fight a just cause with the wrong methodology. Because Nnamdi Kanu is fighting is a very popular cause. they are part of the problem that resulted to the Nigerian civil war.
Yeah.
The two wrongs cannot make a right. You don't fight for the right of your people and kill the same people. His methodology, his utterances, they are very, very wrong. They are very wrong. Buhari is not better, but you don't pick up arms against your people, the same people you're trying to defend. You get what I'm saying? The cause is fighting is a just cause. It's a very right cause, you know. The problems are there since 1960. Some of them were there before 1960. Ojukwu fought for these issues. The issues are still there with us. Is there marginalization? Yes. Is there oppression? Yes. Is there ethnic tribalism? Yes. Is there religious bigotry? Yes. But his methodology is wrong. It's better for us to judge than to war. You don't kill your people. You don't take on arms against your people. It's the people you're trying to defend their rights.
Can I respond, sir?
Please let me learn. Let me learn.
Let it finish. Go ahead, Mr. Murray.
When I'm done, you can contribute.
Yeah.
The cause itself is a very popular one. Anybody can find that cause. They need the cause. You have to carry people along. You have to take people along. You are fighting for the right of the people. You don't coerce people. You don't force people.
Okay.
Hello,
J'attends d'avoir des sons pour acheter
Let me find out who's with this noise.
Hello.
Can I respond?
Les vitamines D, c'est mieux de prendre ce soir liquide. Parce que j'ai vu qu'il y avait
Non, il y a plein de formes différentes. Après, il y a vitamine D, et ça, je crois que c'est vitamine D3.
Oui, c'est différent. C'est très pour les os.
Ouais, puis ça fixe le...
Ça fixe.
Leftist. Oh, it's leftist. Okay.
C'est pour ça
No,
qu'ils disent qu'il faut
mute yourself. Don't unmute yourself anymore, sir.
la période.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Murray. Please round up in 1 minute.
Yeah, that is for that. But for the other one, the reason why I came in was that of Obaseki. Please, I'm sorry to take you back a little bit. I know you are done with that. You don't understand with that. Please, I want us to get certain clear. People are angry. A lot of people are emotional. We are sentimental. All we are saying is about the development of our land. We are all here for the good of greater people, you know, of Edo State. But we have to be careful the way we, you know, present issues, especially when we are public media. Number one, Obaseki did not say he's not going to sign the anti-grazing bill. He just made issues. He wanted to take the town hall meeting was very, very vital. He wanted to get the views of the people, the stakeholders. You know, when you're making a bill, the bill has to be people oriented. I want to ask people that are saying anti-grazing bill, how has it stopped the killings in Benue? How has it stopped the killings in other areas where they rush passing the bill? In Boyin, the very day the bill was passed, more people were killed. I'm not saying the bill should not be passed. The way Obaseki is going about it is the best. Take people along. At the end of the day, when you have a bill, we have a bill that have a human face that can protect the interests of the stakeholder, of every son and surgery. It's wanting to rush into getting a bill. Another thing is implementation. He said, how can you, he doesn't want to bring up a bill that cannot be implemented. Don't forget the security apparatus in Nigeria is in the hands of the federal government. If you make a bill, who is going to implement the bill? The police and co. And this same police, will it surprise you that the state commissioner of Edo State commissioner does not take order from Obaseki? They take order from IG, which is wrong in the federal system of government. So if you make a bill, anti-grazing, no more grazing, open grazing. So the next day, people will take up arms against themselves. He's trying to use a clinical approach that will make sure when we have the bill, it can be implementable and it will be built for the benefit of every stakeholder. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Mr. Alex, are you still there with us? Okay, I think we already... Alex should be there. Alex, can you hear me?
Yes, can I respond, sir?
Okay, go ahead, Alex. 2 minutes, please.
Okay, for me, I know it's one thing to pass a bill, it's another thing to implement it. My brother, I have friends in River State. I have friends in other states that have implemented this bill. It hasn't worked 100%, but there's a level of sanity. A lot of these herdsmen have been driven away. Some of them are coming to those states from different states. If you must know, okay, see now you are going to start holding meetings where people. What about those that were killed before? Where were you before now? Is it just starting now? These things, let's not paint this thing. Let's not make it the biblical this is visible to the blind. Let me tell you something. This thing started 4 or 5 years ago. It was like everywhere. Where were you? That was when this meeting was important. Now it's like a state of emergency. You don't hold meetings this time. You pass laws, do a scapegoat, arrest people, interrogate people, let there be arrest. Oshomole in his time, some things cannot happen. A man was doing a job, a construction job on a very major road. Oshomole went there and saw that it was not good enough. He said, pick him up. But later on, they still let him be, but he was picked up. There should be a sign of a leadership. There's a leadership. There are two sides of a leader. There is the carrot and the cane. There are times you use the carrot, like what is trying to do now, meeting people. Then you use the cane. Where do we have the judiciary? Where do we have the law? So before you not finish holding your meeting, people will just finish. People will be killed. Is that what you are saying? Was he organizing meetings during the vaccine? When everybody was said to have gone to vaccine them, say you must vaccinate yourself or you cannot go to church. Was there a meeting on that to see how we feel about it? If monies are missing, do you call us? Why calling us now? Okay, if Benin people were the ones killing people, would there not be prosecution? Is it because they are from the north? Are they special? What's special about them? That's my take. I like Obaseki. I'm not against him, but I want him to do the right thing. I voted for him. So I cannot say because I voted for him, then I'll be sentimental with the truth. And also, and something else I want to tell you. Nnamdi Kanu's matter about that one. For me, don't believe everything who clan and sinker the federal government tells you. We all knew that Lekki to get victims. A lot of them, more than 1,000 guys were killed and ladies. And they said nobody was killed. CNN brought out evidence in the whole world. American Congress even said it. They said nobody was. Don't believe everything our government is saying about somebody. If you want to kill a dog, you brought him a bad name. We are in a system of government where nobody can talk. Everybody is scared. As I'm talking now, my whole family is scared here. They are telling me to calm down because I'm very, very emotional. Normally, I like.
You don't need to be scared because we can't see your face. Don't worry.
Yes, I know, but the family don't know that one. So the point is, they don't believe everything they say about Nnamdi Kanu. Don't believe everything. He did not say they should take hands. He did not say sometimes. Okay, during the SARS protest, sir, was the protest not taken over by the government people? Were thugs not sent? Is it the protesters that were doing that did that? So some things happen. They target on Nnamdi Kanu, opportunistic way to just case the guy and name cases against him. So everything they say about him is not true. I still stand with him. Period. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Alex. Mr. Israel, go ahead. Talk to me.
Can I respond to that, please?
1 minute, sir. We have a caller.
Okay.
Go ahead, Israel.
Okay. The thing is, I like the way the house is so hot. Everybody's participating. That is good.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say, hey, Nigeria, the old Nigeria and the Nigerian government and the citizens. He who went to fetch the dead firewood in the forest is the one that brought the soldier ants home. The reason I said this, then my people, let us say it now. Democracy. Why is Nnamdi Kanu agitating for this thing? This is one thing we are supposed to ask ourselves. Because a system or a leadership that is mute, it does not even listen to anybody. I am not talking about a human being. I'm talking about a system right here. The whole Nigeria is muted. Do you know why? Because nobody listens. Why is Nnamdi Kanu doing this thing? It's because of the disconnection of the government with the people, the citizens. Until we, the citizens, we will begin to listen to ourselves. We are beginning to sit down in the table regardless of our party lines and the social, the religious parties, and everybody will sit down and say, what do we really want as citizens? That is when we are going to know the problem. Now, the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, the reason I want to put this one is that it is not bad for somebody to say, I want to live alone. If the marriage is not working, you call for divorce. But the point is, my only thing is that the Igbo people, unite yourself. Don't fight against one another. Because you need to create a political party. Look at what is happening in England. In Scotland right now, they want the independence of the Scottish independence. Because this is where you elect somebody that will go and represent you and lobby for your own. Stop fighting this one because it's not going to work for them because the system is mute.
Okay.
This is the only advice.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Let's talk to somebody else right here. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you are calling us from. Hello.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Be audible. We don't have time, sir. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I am
Orivabo, my brother.
I'm calling from Singapore.
From Singapore. Talk to me. What's your take? I guess you'll be watching us, right?
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. It's my first time for me to connect to you.
Oh.
Thank you so much for this platform.
Thank you, sir.
Regarding to Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah.
That guy is fighting a just cause. Okay.
Yeah.
To the first person that made comment of Nnamdi Kanu, I will ask that person to retreat his talk. That is not the way to talk in public like that. That they should kill him or they should send him to life jail. No. Okay, for Nnamdi Kanu, really what is going on? He's speaking his mind out. He's talking about his people. He's not talking about his own self.
Yeah.
So even when they ask Nnamdi Kanu, if you get this agitation, if you get it, is he going to be a president? He said no, he's not going to be a president. He's not fighting for his own self. He's fighting for his people and for majority of ourselves. That is what he's fighting for. I'm a Saman. I'm not an Igbo guy. So that is that. But for Obaseki also,
yeah.
I'm sorry to say this word. Obaseki is just like an agent sent to Edo State. A Lucifer sent to Edo State. That is what Obaseki is. Thank you so much. God bless you, sir.
Can you imagine? Thank you, my brother. Do you guys agree that Obaseki is a Lucifer sent to Edo State? All right. Let me talk to
Mr. Nanja.
Yes.
So,
who is talking to me?
Akim speaking here.
Who?
Akim.
Oh, Akim. Okay, Akim, go ahead. Hold on, Mr. Amari. Mr. Akim, talk to me.
Yeah, regarding, I don't even know what. Regarding that man say Obaseki is an agent, I don't understand. I don't even know where to come. Listen, you know, in life, everybody, we're in the situation whereby people have opinion, and everyone is entitled to their opinion. You're entitled to your own view. But what I'm always saying is that I'm not saying the man is a saint. I'm not saying he's perfect. I support him because I have my own expectations when it comes to governance, and I'm not deluded to understand that the problem we have as a people is not majority state problem. It's not majority regional problem. It's majority national problem. When people call into this show or people on other shows that I've listened to watch on the internet, I always hear people say, "Oh, price of food stuff, everything is so expensive." But do you even understand the process that you have to go through for you to have inflation in the country? How is a state or a sub-region going to address the issue of inflation? But people still blame Obaseki. When it comes to electricity, they say, "Oh, everywhere is dark. There's no light." People say, "Oh, we don't even have light." But you have to understand the system we operate as a nation. First of all, how it tied regional or states behind their hands behind their back when it comes to power issues. Everyone knows that the only body that is allowed to distribute electricity is BEDC. Even if Oshomo Power generates 2 million megawatts today, they've got no right of distribution. They cannot distribute power to anybody. The only people they distribute power to are government agencies and government
Okay, Mr. Akim, let me personally ask you a question.
Yeah.
Governor Obaseki have been in power now for the past 5 years, right?
Okay.
Okay. Please call Obaseki 1 to 10.
1 to 10, I'll probably say 6.
6?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
probably say 6.
My people on the comment section, please score Obaseki 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Everybody on the comment section, score Governor Obaseki 1 to 10. Mr. Hakim, I'm going to ask someone else right now to score Governor Obaseki so that we can round up on time. Thank you very, very much, Hakim. Mr. Murray, let me talk to you, sir. Are you there? Can you hear me, Mr. Murray?
Very well, sir. Very well, sir.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Talk to me and score Governor Obaseki 1 to 10.
Yeah, depends on, okay, on a general level, I will score Obaseki 7, and I have my reasons.
He's been there for 5 years and you scored him 7, right?
Yes, I'll have my reasons.
Tell us the reasons, sir.
Yes, given the situation of Grant, given the situation, surrounding him, Obaseki, we should remember that Obaseki is not the ordinary politician. If you, let me take you, for example, to the appointment that we just made. I listened to one program. The insults, the vilification, the attack on Obaseki, on social media, everybody can be a good president. Everybody can make a good government.
We don't do that on our social media.
I know. I'm not saying here. I'm not saying here, sir.
Okay.
I'm not saying here. That is one thing I love you for. I love your program. I love your platform for. Everybody can make the best president on. Everybody seems to have the solution. We know the problem. There is no question about that. We all seem to have the solution. Talk is cheap. It's easier said than done. My brother, when you get on that seat, you know how hot it is. There are a lot of interests. You are not ordinarily you don't want to do. But because you're in governance, there are people, there are steps there are things you don't want to do ordinarily. Because it doesn't politics is all about interest. But sometimes people are not able to define this interest. We have the common interest. We have the selfish interest. We have the general interest of the public. In an attempt to marry all these ones together, you see yourself, stepping on toes. Let me tell you, like the appointment, the cabinet that was delayed for a long time, for a year. A lot of people are not asking questions. Why will a reasonable human being, an educated governor, want to delay a cabinet ordinarily for 1 year? Don't forget how he came into PDP. This guy is not the ordinary politician, everybody knows. And he's learning fast, but not as fast as the professional politicians. So to some politicians, it's all about them. I'm not saying Obaseki is a saint. No, far from it. Obaseki came on board. We all know how he left APC. He came to PDP. The same people that were in PDP telling us, even if he had gone to another party, they would have voted for him because of his performance in the first 4 years. Now, I watch a guy, in one forum. I don't want to mention the forum here. Now, the same guy that went with Obaseki in the 192 wars of Edo State campaigning for him, even before he came to PDP, they were telling us, even if he had gone to the worst party, they would have voted for him. I was in Nigeria. Somebody told me, no matter the party that you vote for Obaseki.
Mr. Murray, we don't have enough time, but let me ask you a question.
Let me summarize.
Yeah.
For the first time, do you look at that cabinet? They say he's fighting for structure. He's not fighting for structure. They want to make him dry. They want to tear him to pieces so that people will see him as a betrayer, so that people will see him as a traitor. The same reason why he left APC, he's even getting worse problem in PDP. Now, he came on board. PDP did well for allowing him to use their platform. Now, he's there. Are you seeing the cabinet list for the first time? That thing is almost 50-50, male ratio women. The number of women in that cabinet is about 45. First time we're having that in history. And their performance is another thing. And I want to summarize by saying...
hold on, Mr. Murray. Hold on, please. Now that the way they treated Governor Obaseki in APC, according to your own statement, they are treating him the same way when he moved to PDP, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I want to ask you, how come he did not resign? Why is it that they don't resign? Are these people fighting for us? Because if you are fighting for me and you are facing pressure, you're supposed to resign.
My brother, can I answer you?
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, don't forget, you live in Western world and that is Africa. I'm not saying Africa is for the devil, but when Obaseki resigns, is Jesus Christ gonna come from heaven? Who is the angel that will come from heaven and take over from him? This nation is out of it. He's not going to resign. Let me Let's not go there. Let's not talk of impossibility.
Okay.
My question is, I mean, my answer to that is, if Obaseki resigns, another Nigerian, another position is still going to come there. So don't expect an angel to come and take over for him from heaven. And don't allow Jesus Christ to come and take over. If he comes again, he's coming back for judgment. Jesus Christ is not coming to rule.
I want Engineer Ken to respond. Engineer Ken, are you with us? Okay, Engineer Ken, I think his network is...
Can I conclude? Can I conclude, please?
Please conclude in 20 seconds.
Just 1 minute. Okay. See, my brother, what is happening? They say when two elephants fight, the grass suffer. But in politics, when 2-3 politicians fight, the people are supposed to benefit. But how Obaseki will be able to transform this to an advantage is another kettle of fish altogether. If they are fighting, if politicians go into a meeting and come back without a quarrel, just know that they are taking so much from the people. Now, when they go into a meeting and come back with quarrel and bruises, know that the people will benefit. At the end of the day, I pray that Obaseki will be able to take what is happening right now and convert it to an advantage for the benefit of the people. Thank you.
All right. Go ahead. Somebody wanted to respond earlier. Okay. Engineer Ken, talk to us.
Okay, so on which one? Obaseki or
Obaseki? We are back to Obaseki now.
Okay. The thing is that Obaseki, she knows that he has his name to protect. If Obaseki wants his name to be among the goodest names that have been alive even after they have passed on, to glory, or he wants his name to be dead as every other governors that have done wrong in Edo State, he should choose one part. He wants his name to be like Ogbemudia or Abu Salih. He should choose that part. Let's look at Ezowike. Ezowike in Port Harcourt. Ezowike will bring you to book. Ezowike will tell you how it is. Ezowike doesn't give a fuck about you. Ezowike will cry out that you are the one causing the blockade for this thing not to work. He will make sure that the whole people of Cross River or Port Harcourt know what is going on. Obaseki has to start doing the same thing. They should forget about favor to nobody, because at the end of the game, it's going to be on him. God will not let us say Obaseki regime fail. Do you understand? Obaseki is hearing enough now. Obaseki has to do the needful for the Edo people. It will not cost him anything. Number one, look at Bende Beauty is dead. If Bende Beauty can be refurbished, that can easily give up to 2,000 jobs to the youth. Look at Okpila Cigarette Factory. Look at Okpila Cigarette Factory, and also where we're producing corn for flour. That has Obaseki and Oshomole sold that place to Dangote. Why? Why would they do that? This man has to go back to his drawing board. And he has to do that and put Edo State into a good track. Because if he does it, we that live in the diaspora, we're going to be looking for him. Anywhere we see him, we'll flog him.
All right.
By thunder, by fire, by force.
All right. Thank you. Everyone right here, Mr. Tafik, you have 2 minutes. Talk to us.
All right. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, very clear. Go ahead. 2 minutes.
All right. You say we should rate. Yeah, you say we should rate Obaseki.
Yes.
To me, on performance,
in a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, in performance and the pressure, everything. Before I rate him, I want to say something. There is a lot of pressure in that seat. I understand. And you said, why didn't he resign? There's no way they're going to resign. Let's be honest. They can't resign because it's just the way it is in Africa, like what our engineer said. And I want to add to what Mr. Murray said. The truth is this. It's easy said than done. A lot of us just say things, but when we get to that, it's like a football match. The coach should just tell you, do this, do that, do this, but it's really, really difficult on the pitch than what you just see outside the pitch. You understand? That's for that. And I still strongly believe in Obaseki. He's going to turn a lot of things around, and he's doing all his best to make sure he's going to sign out the law and make sure he do it in a proper way. And I have to rate him. My rate is just the same way like Mr. Murray. I rate him 7 because he's doing great, and I believe he's going to do better. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you very much. Let me pick some calls right now because I have a lot of people calling in here. Hello, good evening to you. You have 1 minute. Where are you calling us from and what's your name?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In respect of Nnamdi Kanu, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
And Saturday again, you see your brother, your adopted brother.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead. 1 minute you have, sir.
Okay. So Nnamdi Kanu is a great hero. We don't like him because he will try to, include our state or our region into his so-called Biafra land. It's very wrong. But at the end of the day, he did not kill nobody. It is exactly what I was talking about earlier on, that when Fulani and Hausa are calling, you cannot separate Hausa from Fulani. I don't want people to understand that now. Hausa and Fulani, they are the same people. They are killing our people. That's why Nnamdi Kanu want to set up ESN or whatever. We need that now. If I were to be in a good state, I would have done worse than Nnamdi Kanu. Tell those 2 callers that I said that I'm emotional.
All right.
I'm emotional.
No insult, yes, sir. No insult. No. Excuse me, sir. I need to cut you off. You are rude, and I think I might block you. Next time, in fact, I'll pardon you today. Next time, I'll block you because you are rude. Hello, Mr. Pius. Go ahead. Talk to me. Good evening to you, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Thanks, sir.
We are talking about Obaseki and Mr. Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
Let me tell you the truth, sir. Obaseki is ready to work for Edo people. But the people who are fighting against Obaseki, they are too much. He run from an APC. The one is still in PDP, sir, is worse. You see some of the...
Because APC and PDP party are devilish parties.
Yes, because the way they are fighting Obaseki don't want to follow the old way they play politics. He wanted to do the politics on that different way, but they don't want to give Obaseki that chance. That's the problem the guy is having. That's why everybody in PDP, they are fighting that guy.
All right. Round up, sir. In 30 seconds, please.
Yeah, you go to the Nnamdi Kanu, sir. Nnamdi Kanu, if case the whole Nigeria listen to Nnamdi Kanu for the first time, things have not worked today as today. Because Nnamdi Kanu was talking about this Fulani people, he was shouting, talking, everybody was saying the man, Nnamdi Kanu is not know what he's talking. And that man is a savior. Nobody should condemn Nnamdi Kanu.
All right.
If we have about 10 people like Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria, Nigeria is going to be like America. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. God bless you, sir. We have another person right here. Hello. Good evening to you. Your name and where you are calling us from?
Yes, Vivian, call me.
Okay, Madam Vivian, go ahead. Talk to us. 1 minute, please.
Okay, I just want to speak about Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay.
Nnamdi Kanu did not do anything. I don't know why they want to persecute him. He's fighting for freedom.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, because Buhari should go out. They should judge Buhari before they judge Nnamdi Kanu. Because Buhari is Boko Haram. Buhari is the owner of Boko Haram.
Okay.
And this Boko Haram are killing people.
Yes.
So let them first judge Buhari before they judge Nnamdi Kanu.
Exactly. Thank you.
For that of Obaseki, my brother, for 4 years, Obaseki did not do anything in Edo State. Everywhere is erosion. Because me, I'm a businesswoman. I normally travel to Benin and come back. Everywhere Benin is erosion. He promised job, he will give us job, no good road, no hospital. Everything he promised us, he failed for 4 years. So these Edo people, they still bring him back. But I'm not against him. I just pray that he work.
All right. Thank you, madam.
Any governor that will come to Edo State to govern us, it's going to be 4 years. If he come, anyone that wants to come, I don't have problem. It can be Niger Wash to come and be governor.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. No problem.
But if they say 4 years, they didn't
All
do
right.
anything, we shouldn't bring them back.
All right, madam.
Good night.
Thank you. God bless you. Hello, sir. I guess you want to contribute to this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good evening to you, sir. We have Mr. Monday here. Go ahead, sir. Talk to us.
Thank you. The response to Mr. Omorui.
Okay, Mr. Omorui. Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Omorui, you position that the governor do not have access to the police, full control on the commissioner of police. I would like to ask you on this occasion, did the commissioner of police or Obaseki has to take permission from the president when he implemented the COVID-19 vaccine, stopping people not to go to work because they did not vaccinate? Did he have to go to Abuja to get permission? That is one. Then number two, Obaseki is not a politician. He's not a politician, but he's asking for the structure of the PDP, which he just not even 1 year. He wants to take over the party. Those two questions, I want you to answer them before the other questions.
Okay, Mr. Moriyi, hold on. Let me ask Mr. Moriyi if he's there. Mr. Moriyi, can you hear me?
I'm here, live and direct, sir.
Mr. Moriyi, are you there with us?
I'm here, live and direct. I'm
Mr.
here.
Moriyi, asking you a direct question now. Mr. Moriyi, you are nowhere to be found.
I'm here. I'm here. I am here.
Mr. Moriyi, where are you?
I'm here. I'm here, live and direct.
Mr. Moriyi, we cannot hear you. You are coming on and off. Can you hear me now?
I'm here, sir. I'm here. Very well.
Okay, all right then. Mr. Moriyi, go ahead. Did you hear what Mr. Modi said?
Yeah, I think if I heard him very well, the first question is Obaseki not being a politician and wanting to take over the structure of the party. And the second one is not having command over the state police, right? Not having control over the state police command.
Is that Mr. Modi? Right? Is that what you said?
He said so. He said so. Then I asked him that did Obaseki take permission from President Buhari before drafting the policemen to go and stop the civil servant from going to work?
Oh, okay, Mr. Mori, go ahead.
Okay, sir. Okay. Very good question. And give me time, please.
2 minutes.
Yes, I will try. I will try. But there are two questions. Make it for 2 minutes for each. Number one question.
No. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, number one answer to the first question. My brother, let's be honest with ourselves. Politics is over. We should leave our bitterness, our envy, our strife, and resentment during the campaign. Now we're talking about working for Edo people. Edo, the party structure you're talking about, Obaseki is not fighting for structure. Number one, the PDP constitution says the governor is the number one citizen. He's the leader of the party in the state. Why would they allow Obaseki to come? Even before they accepted him, my brother, we have to open our sense. We should not allow politicians to use our brain. When we are overseas, when we are abroad, they feel we don't know what is happening at home. We know more than they think. Now, he was in APC, they wanted him by armies. Have you asked yourself, why would they abandon about 3 or 4 of the aspirants originally and they decided to endorse Obaseki, who came overnight? If they did not just endorse Obaseki, they endorsed Obaseki and his deputy. Did you ask yourself what transpired? Did you ask yourself the amount of water that went under the bridge? I leave that for that. Now, he's there as the governor. If we can they do to Wike what they are doing to government in Obaseki in Edo State? If Wike can be the leader of the party in the Rivers, if President Jonathan and Basajo could be the leader of the party while they were president, why do they think Obaseki is too small to be the leader of the party in Edo State? Number two, if Obaseki was fighting for structure, let me tell you what politicians do. You see the cabinet that 45% women, no politician, no professional politician will do that. He will bring his boys that will make money. He will plan them behind in case, for the future, in case he wants them again so he can use them. No woman will be able to mobilize for him. If you want that structure, those appointments, those commissioners will all be men and they will all be professional. Yes, sir. Political hallelujah, boys. That's
right.
number one.
Thank you.
Even
No,
if it's starting from the
you
source of
spent
his
4
mother.
minutes to explain one. No,
Okay, that is one. The
from
other
the
one,
side.
let me tell you, my brother. We are talking of COVID-19. We know how deadly that virus is, right? No, Obaseki is not the only person doing it. The only problem we have is that we are not trying. We should try and understand Obaseki's methodology. His ways are different from the professional politicians, the average politician. Obaseki is using a style. Obaseki is using a style. There are people who find it difficult. Nigerian politicians will find it difficult to get used to. They have to learn a new thing.
Thank you,
Another
Mr.
thing.
Mori. I've offed your mic. Go ahead, Mr. Modi.
You see, most of these people supporting Obaseki, they do not have the wherewithal enough reasons to support Obaseki. I've just asked him just 2 simple questions. He started asking me questions again. Look at a situation whereby the governor was able to use the commissioner of police. I just used the civil servant not to go to work as an example. There are many instances where the governor will instruct the commissioner of police without problem. But when it comes to argument of insecurity, these people will just hide behind that commissioner of police.
All right. Mr. Monday, I'm going to, please don't go, but I will want Alex to speak on this. Mr. Mori, hold on. Mr. Alex, are you there with me?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah.
So are you listening to 2 of them?
Yes, I'm listening.
Okay, contribute to this. 2 minutes, please.
Yeah, first of all, Wike is a lawyer from his background. Obaseki is a technocrat. Chibo Kadibo once told Obasanjo in 2001 to go and take a course, Introduction to Political Science, so you can know the meaning of being a leader or the meaning of the word government. A leader is not supposed to be quiet. Sometimes you have to have another side of you that people know in case they go against the rules or laws that you are put in place, you and your state assembly. So Wike is a lawyer. Obaseki has not studied anything. I'm not sure he has done anything political science. Let him take a course, a 3-week course online, Introduction to Politics. He can learn about government, separation of powers, the power of a governor, executive, legislature, and judiciary. He does not know his rights from the way things are going. He's too quiet. He's too calm. Even Oshomole that was said not to be a graduate, Oshomole won't take some of these things. He came to PDP. He bought his party. He bought his ticket. We all know, allegedly. Some say with 9.6 billion. Even Wike came out of that party and said PDP, Edo State are like tax collectors. He donated 4 billion naira to him, allegedly. So PDP now, they saw their birthright. I don't know why they are crying. I'm not a PDP member. I'm not any party person. Okay, I'm just because I study newspapers. I go on the online and see news. PDP now, they are trying to tell him how to choose his cabinet when he has paid. And Obaseki is not speaking up. A leader speak up. During COVID-19, some white men went to Rivers State when everywhere was shut down. Wike locked them up and told Buhari to go and do his worst. That's a governor. Because you know he's right. You said we should lock the country. You are bringing Chevron workers into the state. We don't know if they have this virus. He said that you are a president in Aso Rock, I'm a governor in Rivers State. Is that not a human being? So a government is not always quiet. You are number 1 citizen of a state, 4.5 million people. At times you should be vibrant and let people know your red side. They should know their red lines. We know politics is a game. You play the game, you got your ticket. Why are they crying for fowl or wolf? Why? So for me, Obaseki should learn to implement. He should activate his powers. He has powers that he's not using. Whether he's scared or whether he has been promised a lot of things, I don't know.
Alex, please, I want you guys to give me 1 minute because you guys are talking about Governor Wike. You guys know I have a favorite video for Governor Wike. I would like to play this for my audience and for my guests. Then we continue this talk. Just 1 minute and let me put it on the screen.
Yeah, I support Mr. President. When his broadcast speech on this June 12 speech he made, he said, Governor, stay in your state and do your work and stop worrying me. I thank God, Mr. President, no. I'm not one of those governors that come and see Mr. President or visit him for one problem or the other. And we will not be. I, as the governor of Rivers State, under PDP, you will never find my leg. I will not go there. All these people who go to the villa and want the president, when they finish, then they'll tell them to talk to the press, and then they will tell them, let me cannot solve security problem. Who and who took the oath of office? Did you take oath of office to tell
Mr. Mori, please, I hope you are listening to this, because I'm coming to you. Let's continue to listen to
everybody? You took the oath of office to protect life and what? Property. When you were taking it, they didn't give the oath of office to two people. You are the one who took the loan. So when there is a failure, what makes leadership in life is that when you know that yes, I said I was going to do this, but I never knew the magnitude. I can come back to say, my dear brothers and sisters, I did promise this. I agree with you. That is leadership. But from what I've seen, it can't be that again. Give me so time. But you cannot run away from excusing yourself to say, look, I'm not in charge. You must be in charge. You are in charge.
Okay. Please, let's talk to Mr. Mori before I come back to Mr. Monday. Mr. Mori, please, you have only 1 minute because you don't work with your time. Go ahead, sir. Mr. Mori, you talk to me.
A lot of things have come up now. Which one do you want me to address? A lot of things. The one of Monday is hanging. The one from Alex is hanging. And the one from Wika is hanging. Which one do I address?
Hold on, sir. Okay, hold on. I give you 1 minute to respond to Monday, 1 minute for Alex, 1 minute for Wiki.
Okay, I will try and be brief. For Mr. Monday, they may look at it from the moral angle. We know how deadly coronavirus is. If you have been vaccinated, Mr. Manager Watch, and you are taking your time to vaccinate yourself. If we have all agreed that this vaccination works for everybody, another person, out of being stubborn, refused to be vaccinated, will you want to be affected by the person that refused to be vaccinated? Number one. It's not only Obaseki that has done it. Biden just took the same thing. Biden, the president of America, just said the same thing. Another governor, just came up with another thing. What he said there was not even wrong. So I don't know why people were attacking him. Why will you allow another person that refused to vaccinate to come and attack other people in the same office?
Please respond to Alex now. Respond to Alex.
Okay, for Alex, he almost agreed with me that the PDP are not treating Obaseki fairly. There is supposed to be a leader, and he should be given, he should be accorded that respect as the #1 leader of the party in the state. So if they are making trouble with him, scandalizing him, that the same Obaseki, they said he was a messiah, he's not a demon, he's not a criminal, he's not the devil, with the PDP, that something must be wrong with either APC and PDP. We agree on that. Alex almost agree with me. But for another thing, for Wike, my brother, for Wike and Nnamdi Kanu, my brother, we are all wired differently. We don't operate the same way. I'll give you a typical example in America. You remember the civil rights movement? Martin Luther King was on one side. The other guy, the tough guy, can I remember his name? Not Thomas Sakara. Oh my God. Yeah, there were two different people. Martin Luther King wanted the peaceful approach, but he was very vibrant but peaceful. While Malcolm X wanted tooth for teeth, tooth for tat. You kill me, I kill you. But at the end of the day, Malcolm X did not last. Though Martin Luther King did not last as much as he wanted, but he left a legacy behind. Who won at the end of the day? Martin Luther King. So tomorrow is still being celebrated. We are wired differently. We don't react the same way. You don't expect Obaseki as a gentleman to react the way Wike. Okay. There has been in the game for a long time.
That's it. Thank you, Mr. Mori. And Mr. Monday, you have 2 minutes to move. Then we move back to our guests here.
Yeah, we are wired differently, Mr. Mori. In America and the United Kingdom, during the COVID-19 lockdown, they never used police or army to control the people. They persuaded them, they encouraged them on how the people would take COVID vaccine, not by force. It's your right to take it or not. Up to today, that is one. Then number two, a technocrat governor
how much did he pay each citizen of Edo or by way of encouragement or persuasion for them to take out the COVID-19 vaccination? So a lot of things gone wrong with our governor, which is not just that. Again, let me just chip in this. Yesterday, in Dahosa, one of the great politicians, if Obaseki is not a politician, said that we left Scorpion. We were afraid of Scorpion. We left Scorpion APC, not knowing that in PDP we are going to be bedding with snakes. Nobody knows the agreement of the money, allegedly, according to Alex. Allegedly, he paid money to get his ticket. The agreement was that get a platform to actualize your second term.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Modi.
To come and be the national, come and be the leader of the PDP.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Modi. We'll let you go now. Mr. Israel want to talk to us. Mr. Israel, go ahead. Talk to me. Mr. Israel.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Talk to us.
Okay. All right. My people, now we're done here. Let me go the book now so everybody can understand. My people, all these people, they call everybody they call now from A to Z. None at least from the top to the bottom. How many you? And the yes, some people they say now so this one as scorpion, the other one as snake. Abi, not gonna be here, not gonna listen, not gonna open a ear. Snake and scorpion, all of them not the bite, they be good animal. I mean, they pamper anybody. He should say all of them now with the listen now, they cajole. This one from the federal level, who they power now one party. From the state level, who they power now the other party. Who work power me, make una go sit down as Malcolm X talk. When injustice becomes a law, resistance becomes a duty.
All right.
Because these people, we don't tire for now. Why you don't go? We want new people to come into the system and change our system. It is
all right. Let's talk to Alex. Oh, we lost Alex, I guess. Thank you. Let's talk to Akim. Mr. Akim, are you there with me?
Yeah, I'm still here, brother. I'm still here listening to everybody.
Mr. Akim, I can see that Mr. Maruyi have been fighting for you because both of you are singing same music. You know,
yeah,
you're coming last. You don't come talk again.
Yeah.
All right, talk to me, my brother. Go ahead.
You know, when the issue of PDP and Obaseki trying to take over the structure of the party is not Obaseki is not trying to take over the structure of the party. I think the issue is when people just start following matters from the middle of at the end, then you don't really get what the problem is. Even if you remember, my brother, there are video out there when Obaseki moved to PDP, and he was talking about how the PDP is the right party for him, that the constitution of the party means that as a governor of the state, he is now the leader of the party in the state. These are all things that are on record that they were there from before. It's not like all of a sudden the man just woke up and is taking over. No, look at PDP states. When Governor Autumn moved from APC to PDP, he had an issue with Senator Suswan in APC. It was like a power struggle. So the man moved to PDP, and it was like he became the head of the party in the state. Yes, right. When Fayose was in PDP in Ekiti State, he was the head. Like that is how PDP is structured, for the governor of the state to be the head of the party in the state. The problem is that Edo State didn't have a PDP governor before Obaseki moved in there, so they were already leaders in the party. But as soon as the governor moved in there, the constitution mandate that he becomes the number one leader of the party in the state. That's number one. Then the other issue of when he was talking,
you need to round up now.
Yeah, I'm going to round up. Regarding the issue of COVID-19 and Obaseki mandating people to take a vaccine, Obaseki is not mandating everybody to take vaccine. They say if you work with government, if you work in government offices, if you work in any of the government ministries, you must be vaccinated before you can go into any of those workplaces. That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Hakim. We are going to round up now. Everybody have 1 minute. Then we pick 5 calls from those calling us on the phone right now. Then we move on. But before that, let me talk to Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, talk to me.
Like I said, sir, like I was saying before, sir.
You are rounding up because you're not going to have opportunity to talk again, all right?
Yes. Like I said before, I speak like this because I'm a product of political science. In politics, we do elective courses, like it could be in law, it could be in history or international studies. Also in law, they also do the same thing. It could be in politics. So Obaseki should go and learn or read about political science so he can know the powers of a governor. He does not know his powers when it comes to protecting those state citizens. He kind of knows his powers when it comes to revenue or forceful vaccination. The people working in government offices, are they not human beings? Someone was saying he's not forcing people. Those are people's breadwinners in most cases. People's parents, people's brothers and sisters. They are human beings. That's forceful vaccination. That's against my own human rights. My body is my right. I'm not sick. Why do I need a vaccine? That's something else. So when it comes to signing anti-grazing law, as I conclude, Obaseki does not know his rights. He does not know his powers, like stepping on toes in PDP and so on and so forth. Some things that they are doing here, they can't do it in other states or other governors. So he should go to Uniben and take a course into introduction to political science, governments and the structure. It should just study the powers of a governor, of a president. He's like the president of a state, but they call him governor. That's the difference. So I'm not saying he should be despotic or authoritarian or he should dictate. But the point is this: there are red lines. Even in my house here, there are red lines with my neighbors.
Okay, round up is there. Sorry, Alex.
He should try and activate his powers to sign this anti-grazing law and protect our people. We
are coming back next Friday, Alex. Okay? Save your energy, okay? I appreciate every one of you today. Please, everybody that is here. In fact, Mr. Omoruyi, this is the first time we're having you on this debate. And Mr. Tafiki, this is the first time we're having you. I would love to have you guys again every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Let's do this together, my people, to move Edo State forward. I'm still going to, Mr. Alex, I've exhausted his own 1 minute. Everybody's going to have a 1 minute, but let's talk to 1 or 2 persons here on the phone. Good evening to you, your name and where you are calling us from. You only have 1 minute. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I can hear you, sir. Go ahead, talk to us.
You see all these guys that is trying to vindicate Obaseki, they are just making a mistake. Look, Obaseki naturally is a dictator. He lacks the ability to listen to people. He's autocratic. That is why he's having problem. There are many positions in Edo State. Obaseki have to build road. They have to build school. Okay, if it is only Ministry of Work and Housing, tell these people to give you permission. You make people, you know where they make. So let me just think about it. Is it the party that stopped Obaseki not to stand anti-open grazing law, whereby he betrayed the entire South governor? Okay, is it the party that stopped Obaseki not to formulate what is it called, this local vigilante, and harmonize it as an Edo institution to protect, at least on the local level? As far as these boys have shown their braveness, what they need is finance and training. And some local, just the way others are equipping their own, is unable to do it. Are they the one? Is it anti-open? Is it the PDP that stopped Obaseki not to let those people know what is going on about artifact? There are a lot of things that is going on. This guy blame Oshomole, APC. Now he's blaming PDP. He's on the artifact. He's already blaming the traditional council. That is why he said he wanted to ban Okagele, because he was not having anything good in his mind to stop this. What is it called? This land grab. You are the only one fighting it on your platform. He just wanted to deceive Edo people so that he can clash with the traditional council. And he never knew he was dealing with a diplomat and a very intelligent person. So this guy is a threat to the progress of all Edo people. And the earlier we recognize it and follow him up, if he's listening to us, he has to change. If he doesn't want to, he's going to crash and he was going to blame everybody. That's just my thing. On the Kanu side,
Kanu is fighting for a just cause, but however, a lot of mistake has been made. This problem that Kanu is fighting today, it is Nigerians right from the independent, they say to be truthful. I want to give an example. If he is fighting for a cause, this is what I ask people when they bring out their map. Edo and Delta is the only region that is constitutionally constituted. If Kanu believe in freedom,
What do you mean by
way and this area to his territory, even when Ojuku did not attach it.
Yeah.
Look at the Yorubas, they're also doing their own. So for me, this fight that they are fighting, it is the division in the south, which they themselves, which the Yorubas and the Igbos have created, that is straighting the Fulani in the north. That is just my take.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Hello. Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Please talk to us 1 minute. Hello, turn down your system. Turn down your system. Go ahead, sir. Your name and where you're calling from.
It's Best. I'm from Finland.
Oh, my brother, Best. Talk to me. Talk to me. 1 minute, I beg.
Yeah, the contribution when I get to contribute about this Obaseki issue.
Yeah.
When Obaseki they do election, everybody they talk say Obaseki too quiet. Obaseki not quiet. You know what he's doing. Because when he was campaigning for election, I saw the way he was acting. But now, those things is not existing anymore. So more not they talk say quiet. That man know what they do. May try, may help us more repair that those things. Now me at the people.
Thank you, my brother.
Many people know they say quiet. You know quiet anything, know what they do.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Greetings
Thank
to
you.
everybody.
Hello. Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm back again. About Obaseki, the one we are talking about.
Yes.
PDP or no PDP, cross from PDP to APC or APC to PDP. That is not what we are talking about. What has he done?
Okay.
That is what exactly we want to know. What has he done in Edo State? You understand? And about saying, you said somebody said, why did he not resign? Why will he not resign? He's supposed to resign. Other countries are doing it. When they are not performing well, they will resign by themselves. When they see the pressure, the people are pressurizing them,
Exactly.
they will resign. He's supposed to resign. Because the other person is saying, why must he resign? He will resign. That is to show a good leader. That is the something. To show a good leader, because it's not performing well, he has to say, okay, let somebody come and take over because it's not performing well.
Thank you, my brother.
So that is just us, sir.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
so
Yeah.
much.
Hello. Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. You have only 1 minute. Go ahead.
Hello, good evening. Please, I want to just quickly speak on
You have 1 minute, sir. Just go straight to the point.
About Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah.
Understand? A lot of people have been listening to a lot of your co-panel.
Yeah.
And they've been saying that Nnamdi Kanu is right. But yes, to an extent, he might be right. But I want to also look at it from the government's perspective, the Nigerian government's perspective.
Yeah.
Yes, he has the right to air his views. He has the right to freedom of speech and all of that. I get that. But freedom of speech also has its limits. When you are seen to incite violence, to incite disruption, the government has the right to charge you. Okay, let me even give an example.
Sir, you have 15 seconds to go. 15.
Yeah, I know. Let me quickly round up.
Yeah.
During the insurrection in the US, when the Capitol building was invaded, the government charged Trump for his incisive comments.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. You have passed your message.
When the government says that you are making, they have the right to charge you.
Okay. That means whatever Nnamdi Kanu is doing right now is wrong, right?
Some aspect, his approach is wrong.
Okay.
If he's making incisive comments, if he's inciting violence, then the government have the right to charge him and protect the country.
So when it was not inciting violence, did the government do something about it? Excuse me, sir. Which language can we speak to this government that they will understand? You tell me.
No. See. Let me say something. You can't criticize. Like for example, now people are criticizing Obaseki. I'm calling him names. Has he arrested anybody? Did he arrest anybody?
So you want us to remain like that? You want us to remain like this?
But what I'm saying is that government also has its own rights as you see.
Okay. Which country are you calling me from, sir? Which country?
Government can charge you.
Which country are you calling from, sir?
Okay, let me say something.
No, which country are you calling from?
Why would the government something about the way it's not exciting? Right? They will leave him to
Excuse me, sir. Which country are you calling from? You are not answering my question, sir. Okay, all right. Thank you. All right then, no problem. Thank you. Hello. Good evening to you. Your name and where you are calling us from.
Hello, good evening. God bless you, Nigeria Watch.
Go ahead, my brother. You have only 1 minute, please.
Yes, sir. I just want to contribute with our brothers online because more of people, it's like we the youth in Edo State, we are not united. That is our big problem. And most people who have platform lead people wrong in Edo, brothers and sisters in diaspora, in all over the country.
Yeah.
Because Obaseki is the most highest governor that stay in power in Edo State. We are talking about 4 years. Obaseki have ruled more than 4 years in Edo State. According to Oshomole time, he have ruled 8 years before. Oshomole say is the brain boss. I remember that video.
So you need to round up now in 15 seconds.
Okay, he's the brain boss of my cabinet. And Obaseki ruled for another 4 years. At least he's supposed to know what we are lacking. We the youth.
Exactly.
And we the Edo.
All right.
The 8
Thank
years
you.
rule before.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time. I'm so sorry. Hello. Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. You have only 1 minute.
Yes, sir. Okay, 1 minute. Thank you, sir. So that is a message to Obaseki. Short message. That,
go ahead, sir.
Obafemi Awolowo took Britain government to court to be able to grant our grandfathers or our fathers education, free education. So, and then Ambrose Ali also, because of the quota system, that they don't allow the Bender people to enter universities and federal polytechnics. That is why they decided to set up universities and polytechnics in the state. Okay, so then Obaseki, so Obaseki right now, he should step on people's head in order to bring Nigeria government to United Nations and then to be able to actualize what Akim was just talking about.
All right.
It's just now.
Thank you.
So about the power light from Oshomo, that he should take the federal government, Fulani government to the court, to the world court, so he can be able to grant.
Thank you, sir. Your 1 minute is off. Thank you. Hello, my brother. Go ahead. Talk to me. 1 minute. Good evening.
Hello, God bless you, I'm calling from UK.
Thank you. Go ahead, sir. You are wasting your seconds.
Please, I don't know. I want to just ask a question, Mr. Alex. Is Mr. Alex living in Nigeria?
Yeah, he lives in Benin City. Yes.
Okay. So Mr. Alex is a very great man, and I think I love his point. But I want Mr. Alex to tell us something about what Mr. Israel just said. He said because this snake and scorpion, they are the same thing.
Okay.
Now, we have to discuss the way forward here.
We'll do that next Friday. Next Friday. Next Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. We don't have time anymore. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you.
Okay.
Thank you. God bless you. All right. I'm done with callers. Let me come back to my guest now so that we can round up. I have I don't know if leftists are still with us here. Leftists, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, thank you very much for your patience, sir. Please,
I've been here.
You know,
I don't know what you want me to talk about now because you've let me for so long. I've been here listening to everybody. So, what do you want me to say?
Okay, you've listened to everything. Do you have anything that you want to contribute to?
Well, really, apart from I didn't have the opportunity to talk on Nnamdi Kanu, but as for me, I think whatever he has done, he did it for the best of his people. The Nnamdi Kanu was created by Buhari, by the society. Because if they were doing it right, Nnamdi Kanu would have come out to say, no, we are being marginalized. He wouldn't have come out to say, you are killing my people. Even when he said the people should retaliate, yes, for me, I support him. You can't just be killing my people and keep quiet. We need to fight for our rights. So as for Nnamdi Kanu, I really support him. I believe he did whatever he has done rightly because they were taking us for animals. Well, for our governor Edo State Obaseki, I'm not a politician. I really don't want to talk about PDP and APC. He should just try to make sure he listens to the crowd, the people, and do what they want. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you, and we'll appreciate if you can join us again next week or anytime you have time on any of the Fridays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right. Let me round up with Mr. Tafik. Are you there with us? Please, Mr. Tafik, talk to us for 1 minute. Just
Okay.
1 minute. Round up with us.
Yeah. Well, my final take on all this matter is just that we should keep the hope alive. Obaseki is gonna be the same man we voted in. Though
okay,
it
you are giving us hope, right?
Yeah. Though it needs some pushing, which we all are doing right now. Like I said before, whether we agree or whether we disagree, we are still on the same page. You know what I mean? We just need the best for the people. You understand?
Okay.
Let's keep our hope and keep finger crossed. He's gonna do the best, I believe.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Tafik. I appreciate your time. I will be expected to see you again next week or any of the weeks.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. All right. Let's go back to Mr. Akim. Are you there with me?
I am still here, brother.
Yeah, Mr. Akim, please use 1 minute to round up with us.
Yeah, I just want to use my 1 minute to appreciate everybody tonight. It's been a very, 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 very nice and lovely debate. And I just want to say thank you, Mr. Ninja Wash, for the good work that you're doing. You know, in life, we don't all have to agree on the same issue. You know, it's okay to disagree in life. You know, it's just how we go about it that matters. So, and I really want to thank you for creating this platform. And I hope the time will come when we will use this platform together, whether we agree or disagree, for good causes. Yeah. So, and I heard you discussing about some certain issue online last time regarding trying to work together to develop the state from outside government. So, and I think those are very, very good ideas, and will be a very laudable initiative.
We'll be announcing that in the next week or two.
Yeah. So, I think that's something that people will love to key into. And you know, we have differences, but then we can still come together for the good of our state, and we all move together as one. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for the wonderful conversation, and have a lovely good night.
Thank you very much, Mr. Akim. I appreciate your time. Trust me. Thank you. Let's go to do we still have Mr. Murray here? Mr. Murray, you don't go. Okay, yeah, Mr.
Right
Murray.
here, sir.
Yeah, talk to me, Mr. Murray. You 1 minute, round up with us.
All right, sir. Thank you for your, wonderful platform. And again, I want to summarize everything that have been discussed, though I came into the program late. Well, I want us to understand one thing, whether we are for or against, it's all about the good of our people. Nobody is another person's enemy right here, We are clamoring for a good government and a better tomorrow for our people, for our land. And again, I want us to say, between the PDP and the APC, whenever they meet, they are not considering our interest. They don't go to meeting and discuss our well-being. It's all about their selfish interest and personal aggrandizement. So we should not die in their war. Somebody coming to preach PDP, APC. I was in one program. I was fed up with the person, with the fellow. You follow Obaseki to 192 words, and you are coming back to say Obaseki should be this, Obaseki is that. Your party is a messiah. What has PDP really done in Edo State? PDP has been the worst party in Edo State. If you consider the 8 years of Lucky, we don't even want to remember that. So nobody should come and preach PDP and APC. So we are youth, we are coming up for the good of our people. And we should not allow them to divide us along religious, political, and ethnic lines. That is what they are using against us. Because they know most of us are very gullible along the religious, ethnic, and tribal sentiment. We should stop them.
Thank you very much, Mr. Murray. Like I said before, we appreciate if you can continue. I don't know, are you in our Naija Watch platform?
I'm always making contribution, but they were always calling you. Sometimes you complain about my network. If I call on WhatsApp today, I decided to just pull. If you can see, I'm in the vehicle. I was actually going somewhere, but when I saw the program, I wouldn't know if my network would be okay today, would be friendly. I decided to pull over.
No,
I'm in the vehicle talking to you.
Today. Good.
I'm
And
always,
one
of your friends.
Are you on our WhatsApp group?
I'm not sure I've been added, but I always, contribute to your program. I've not been added.
Okay, please, can you message Naija Watch WhatsApp? Just say
I will do that. I will do that. What will be the message?
Just say, it's me, Mr. Omori. I'll add you straight away.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. God bless you. I appreciate your time. Have a good night.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Tafik, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you, my brother. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Yes, my people on the comment section, I appreciate every one of you. Although we couldn't talk on everything, but you see, the time runs so fast. 3 hours. We're supposed to be doing this for 2 hours. I'm surprised that we spent 3 hours today. Anyway, we are just rounding up now. I'm not going to spend enough time with you guys. I just want to say thank you, my Naija Watch family. You guys have been doing excellently well. I appreciate every one of you. There's a comment here. It says, Mr. Zavigins, I respectfully suggest this. 1 minute is too small for a case like this. Yes, PJ, you know why I suggested 1 minute is because we were rounding up. From the beginning, it was 4 minutes. Okay, PJ, because we are rounding up, I have to give them 1 minute so that we can, even though I was giving the 1 minute, can you see, we spent 3 hours today. 3 hours is a long hours. If I was to be giving everybody 10 minutes, trust me, we're going to be here for 5 hours. My brother, it's not easy. Trust me. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you for your in fact, the comment session today, you guys are wonderful. You guys are my backbones. My backbones. I appreciate every one of you. And God, I'm going to bless you now. Now God, I'm going to bless you now. 24/7. And my God, I'm going to bless you now. Take care, my people, and have a good night.